The 3,000 agents Turner fired. Was that because they lacked diplomatic skills as well?
You're referring to Admiral Stansfield Turner?
Yeah, the 3,000 agents, each and every goddamn one of them first or second generation Americans. Was that because they lacked the proper diplomatic skills? Or did Turner not think it was a good idea to have spies who could speak the same language as the people they're fucking spying on?
Well, I'm sorry, but you can hardly blame the director for questioning the loyalty to America of people that are just barely Americans in the first place.
Yeah, well, I'd like to take a moment to review the several ways in which you're a douchebag.
Get the fuck out of my office.
Yes, sir.
Before I end your career, asshole.
Yes, sir. Yeah, my friend, I'm gonna need you for a second.
God damn it!
My loyalty? For 24 years, people have been trying to kill me. People know how. Now, do you think that's because my dad was a Greek soda pop maker, or do you think that's because I'm an American spy? Go fuck yourself, you fucking child.
So you waste another day getting older and gray in the head. And you're hearing lots of story about the every time you have a head. There are other folks in power, so you kick that gang and follow behind. And although the world rotates itself, the only thing it twists is your mind. You see the world falling apart at the wrist, and surprisingly the leaders can't make any sense of it. You mean nothing to the world, we're all someone else's fool, but oh, what can you do? Yeah, you wasted time and night just to get stuck in a rock and roll bound. Do you find it more rewarding to compete with more too out and loud? They seem to be in power, so I kick back and follow behind. And I watch them as they fuck up every good thing on this earth with their minds. You see the world falling apart at the riffs, and surprisingly the leaders can't make any sense of it. You mean nothing to the world, we're all someone else's fool, but oh, what can you do? Joe! Yeah, you waste another day getting older and gray in the head. And we're hearing lots of stories about the happy time we have ahead. The morons are in power, so we kick back and follow behind. And we watch them as they fuck up every good thing on this earth with their minds. See the world falling apart at the wrist, and surprisingly the leaders can't make any sense of it. We mean nothing to the world, merely someone else's fool, but oh, what can you do? I say, oh, what can you do? Go!
Yeah, buddies, it's the Ron and Fez show. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Hot as piss in here today, Earl. I don't know what the story is. It's cold outside. It's too cold outside, then it's too hot inside. You know what that causes? Head colds, my friend. You're going to find us all with head colds. Every day I want you in here like a groundskeeper, only I want you to pay attention to the weather, Earl. I want you in here trying to figure out what the humidity is, what the heat, and you know how I want it?
Seasonable.
No, not seasonable. What's that mean? That the seasons are going to change in the studio? Hey, Fez, have you noticed the leaves are starting to turn?
Right off the walls.
I don't know what seasonable means, Earl.
I meant to say.
And then inside, fucking climate controlled. It's climate controlled is what I want. What I don't want is the seasons to have anything to do with my life. I want to act like I'm living under fucking ground in some kind of perfect scientific. That's what I'm looking for.
I don't know why I said seasonable. I meant to say reasonable, not seasonable.
No, you didn't. You meant to say seasonable, and you thought you could get away with it. You wanted Africa hot. Here's what you want. You want it to feel like you're back on the fucking veldt.
I can't have that.
All right, Ron and Fez show. Fez, thanks for finally showing up today. Comes in last minute. You were so late today that Dave and Earl were almost in tears. And I come in through the door and said, Earl was yelling at me, have you heard from Fez? It's not like him. And I go like this. He's a grown man. I'm sure he'll make up his train line. A lot of days... Fez likes to sleep in and then eat in bed. And today was one of those days.
Those two things are true, but today wasn't one of those days. It was a late train.
Now, what time do you try to get here?
I try to get here like by 20 after 11.
That's awful late for the executive producer. I think the executive producer, 7 o'clock.
7 a.m.?
Yeah.
The show goes on at noon.
Well, what if you got here at 7 and you guys said, hey, I got some bits for you today. I got some songs for you today. Just something that felt like everybody cared. Dave, you've got to be excited over the Giants, but I'm going to tell you this. I don't want 2 weeks. First of all, you're breathing too heavily today. And I don't want 2 weeks of a bunch of homer talk. If you have something to add to it, maybe the Friday before the game, you and Pitsy can wear your Giants shirt and you can act like, oh, we're going to win this.
Okay.
We have Strahan. We have, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That fucking homer talk. But I can't put up with it for 2 weeks. But let me say congratulations to both of you. I know it's a fantastic, exciting thing when your team makes it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. I mean, we pulled together. You know?
See, that's what I don't want.
Okay.
We pulling together. No, you didn't. You have nothing. You have as little to do with this fucking team.
Yeah.
Basically, as a Cardinals fan. Right. So I don't want 2 weeks of we talk.
Okay.
And we're going to do this. I'll give you 1 day of that.
Okay.
But if you do it before, then you don't get it on the Friday before. All right. If I catch you guys fucking high-fiving and acting like we're going to do this, and you're slapping your heads together and feeling like you're on the team, then you missed the Friday before.
The question, could we do it privately?
Yes, Dwight Schrute.
Could we do it privately off the air just between me and Pitts?
Yes.
Could we do that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
But not in this building.
Oh.
I don't want it before or after the show. Now, that Friday before, you can have a little pep rally where I'll let the, you know what? I'll get rid of second lunch and everybody goes into the auditorium. I'll have the band ready. The cheerleaders will come out and we'll do a whole day pep rally.
Okay.
Now, if you have something to add about it, you know, but if it turns into Brady's a pussy, look how old their linebackers are, that's, you know what? They play a game to settle all that hype. Now, Brady already is in New York. Mr. fucking Boston. The second he gets the opportunity to get to the big city, he's here. Every single time. But he's in a walking cast today. So that's freaking out a lot of people who already got their Vegas money in. You know what I mean? Like, that's the first thing you should do when you're hurt is call Vegas immediately. Because a lot of people are putting money up on this game.
He's got to find a big shoe to cover up that cast if he's going to go walking around in it.
Or I would rather just the opposite. Alert people. Hey, I may not be 100%. I mean, that goes to show you what a tough guy is. I guess he got hurt in the game the other day, and you never even hear about it. He just keeps throwing picks.
No, it's incredible. He is incredible. There's no doubt about it. He is one of the best football players of all time.
And yet, why can't his chick go to his house? Why does he got to fucking take his foot, leave town, come down here, and hand her flowers? I don't get it.
I don't know.
Because he loves it here. He can't stand being in New England.
Where does that come from?
I'm guessing.
Yeah,
He's here all the time.
Are you part of the Homer talk now, Bucksy?
No.
Well, then, see, what I'm trying to say is that kind of stuff makes no sense. Obviously, there's no... His chick is here, and she's not taking that fucking world-class pussy up into Boston. She's got to keep her vagina somewhere in Manhattan. I guess they take pictures of it.
Yeah.
I never...
She's a model.
You know what? Is Lily here today?
Yeah.
Get me Lily, because I never know who the supermodels are. I never know who they are. So Giselle is one of the super of the supermodels. Is that right?
Yeah. She's a supermodel.
Danny, I love you back. Oh, he's destroying you, by the way. He's destroying you on the afro.
He's not participating.
No, I'm looking behind him. He's coming in.
Oh, God, Sam doesn't...
Sam has got another 3 inches of afro than you.
No.
Now, Lily, She's a supermodel?
Yeah.
One of the top ones?
She is probably one of the highest paid supermodels in the world.
Who are the big supermodels now?
Well, for a long time it was like the Victoria's Secret model. So it was Heidi Klum, Giselle.
Heidi Klum I know from her TV show.
A bunch of like Russian girls that I don't even know their names.
See, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You can really be big in that field.
Adriana Lima.
I never heard of her.
She was dating Lenny Kravitz for a while.
Yeah, he dates them all.
Yeah.
Some guys, if they fucking know who they are, they go after them, and I give them all the credit. I know the one girl who got pulled away in the tsunami, but I don't know her name.
Petra Nemkova.
Yeah. She's beautiful.
She's really
But I
pretty.
wouldn't have known about her without the tsunami. And I see her pictures are down the street now, from someplace.
How come there aren't a lot of Americans? Like, it seems to be
We're not
ruled by
very
the-
attractive.
Yeah.
We are a country of fat girls.
Well, back in the olden days, I mean, Christy Brinkley was a major supermodel. Girls like that, Cheryl Teagues.
I'm sure Miss Christy Brinkley would love to hear that she grew up in the olden days. When you say olden days, people should be putting stocks.
Okay. I meant olden days for supermodels. So, okay, fine. Back in the early 80s, Cheryl Teagues, Christy Brinkley.
Yeah.
How come America can't get on the map?
Well, they're
Who's our
very-
supermodel right now?
I would say Giselle.
Giselle's from Brazil.
Ours. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any. I mean, it was Tyra Banks, I guess, but she doesn't model anymore. She's American.
Heavy.
Well, she doesn't
she's a
model
biggin.
anymore.
She's a biggin.
She
But you know,
gained talk show weight.
honestly, like in the early '90s, there was a lot of them. There was, Christy Turlington, Cindy Crawford. They were like the first
You know, the
supermodels.
worst thing that's ever happened in this country is this Cold War dropping. By the way, you look fantastic today with this around the neck, and
Thank
you're
you.
all ready to go, and things are happening for you.
Thank you.
So today, if we're playing pass fail, you get a pass.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Okay. I make it to the next week.
Yeah, you do. And thanks, thank your dad for bringing in the great food the other day
okay.
for the big message board football game that went back and forth between Whackbag and RonFez.net. But Fez and I don't know whether you know this, Dave, a lot of hurt feelings from certain listeners who felt like some of the other listeners were treated better, the ones who crashed.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
That's true.
There's limited space.
Well, first of all, we said no listeners. But the Brooklyn guys showed up on their own with pizza. Of course, you're going to open the door to them.
Yeah.
And then that was really it.
Yeah, and HTG showed up with wings, so you got to let people in if they bring
Well,
food.
also, no, that can't be the rule either. HTG, of course, Dave brings his wife. HTG is her best friend, so she came along.
Yeah.
And then she was minding Sheepy that day. Right. And basically, that was the whole thing. And then the other part of it is, whether it's fair or not, is HTG is teacher's pet. There's nothing we can do about that. She's teacher's pet.
Also, she had nowhere else to go, so...
She had nowhere else to go. Well, they're all saying that. Everyone's saying the same thing, that, they sat alone in a shed and didn't watch the game. But it's really difficult to have friends in this world. Everybody gets their feelings hurt.
Yeah, and not everyone can come all the time.
Well, if they're with me, I'm going to make them come.
Oh, okay.
I don't care how far
I didn't
gotta
mean
go.
it like
I
that.
don't give a fuck who I got to go. Give me any abuse victim, and I'm going to turn it around.
I meant to ride.
I'm telling you right now, it's mental. It's a mental game. You got to play with them.
Yeah. I mean, not everyone can attend the party. Not that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why they get mad about some people getting to do things and other people not. I don't...
Just the way that you said it makes them mad. Why do some people get to go and other people don't? It's not like that at all. It's a show. We did a show. And by the way, if we didn't have Fred from Brooklyn, we wouldn't have been able to do that show. Because Fred from Brooklyn, 2 minutes we go on. Our team has no idea how we're supposed to deal with this. He throws out the idea, hey, message boards. Boom. I mean, literally, we were going right into it. And he yells out message boards. Which makes me think, why isn't he on my creative team?
Right.
Why don't I have the fireplace guy on my creative team?
It was a great move by Fred. I will say that. Stunning victory for RonFez.net over Whackback.
Also, today, the Academy Award nominations. And I looked at them real quick. But I think the big thing, Champagne doesn't get it.
Yeah.
And Eddie Vedder doesn't get Best Song, which is, when you look at the you pick 5 songs. Can you come up with 5 different guys who wrote songs this year that have had a bigger career than Eddie Vedder? You don't think for the TV part, people would like to see Eddie Vedder walk out and sing a song?
That's pretty shocking, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I think, Mr. B, the slight against Eddie was really an intentional slight against Sean Penn. For whatever reason, they did not want him to get stuff this year.
End of the Wild did not get Best Actor, Best Picture, Best Director, and then little Eddie Vedder was taken out of the thing, and they put a song in from Ratatouille or whatever the hell they did. And there was some really stupid stuff in there.
It wasn't fair. And
Yeah.
I don't know what Sean Penn ever did to these people besides make them oodles of money.
Earl, grab Polo for me.
Yes.
Normally we have Polo booked for this day. I know Fez ran late, but Fez, I guess, was drinking last night. Now, I want to talk to Paul about this because that was a shock. I looked some of this stuff over. There's a lot of big stars. It seemed like they picked big stars over great actors this year. George Clooney?
Yeah.
Did anybody else see this movie, Michael Clayton beside me?
Yeah.
I saw it. I enjoyed it, but forgot it on the way home, as I'm walking home. And then I think the only other shot, Best Picture, Cloverfield. That one shocked me. I did not expect Cloverfield to do that well.
It's a huge diss.
I was a little surprised that Juno got Best Picture.
Well, that one's kind of been kicked around, but I was surprised that the director went up.
Yeah.
Which weren't we supposed to have him on the show, Earl?
Not sure. I believe we were supposed to have him on the show.
The fact that you're not sure is probably why we didn't get him. And this team's got to pull together. There's going to be an after-show meeting today.
Okay.
And that's going to be, and then it's going to be a complete hose down. It's going to be like the first day of jail when they hit you with the hoses. Here's Paul O. Hello, Paul.
Hello.
Hey, Paul O, your life's an Oscar.
Yes, hi, how you doing?
I expected to have you on first thing this morning. I thought this would have been an exciting day for you.
It is very exciting.
Yeah. I immediately could not believe the tribute to Gail O today for the Oscars. Somehow they had her walk out, I guess, to a CGI and announce the Oscar nominees.
No, that was Kathy Bates.
Oh, that wasn't Gail O?
No, that was Kathy Bates.
All right, now I'm shocked.
It was a different misery.
It was an Oscar winner, and she cried. I don't know if there's a picket line out there or not, but apparently...
No, there's no picket line for making announcements.
Oh.
Now, there may be a picket line for the show, and most of the people that I saw today said they would not cross a picket line, some of the big actors.
Yep, that seems to be, it's definitely up in the air right now what's going to happen. Nobody knows.
Paulo, anything that you're surprised about this morning with the Oscar nominations?
Well, I was very happy to see Tommy Lee Jones nominated.
Who did he bump out, you think?
Oh, well, like you say, Emil Hirsch was a possibility. There's a lot of people who were up. George Clooney was a big possibility.
Well, he did get in.
Did he bump
But not
Tom
as
Hanks?
For that movie? I don't think anybody... Was anybody talking Oscar buzz for Tom Hanks, Paul?
No, not really, no.
Yeah, I don't think so. That was kind of a little comedy that he did about the Cold War.
Yeah, there was a lot of competition, and Viggo Mortensen was also talked about, but was considered something of a surprise, I think.
Yeah, Viggo is in there. So you would think with that it's going to be Daniel Day-Lewis, but I think since he's already won one, they always look around for somebody else. I think Johnny Depp might be the dark horse here. Johnny Depp is loved in Hollywood.
Wow.
And they've never given him anything. And he is probably the biggest movie star this decade,
Hello. Yeah. Yeah, I think that the competition is too tough this year to give it to Johnny Depp.
Who would you think? Is it Daniel Day?
I think there's really a time to give him another one. There's no reason not to.
Who would you give it to then?
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Oh, okay. No, I'm saying Daniel Day-Lewis obviously is the Patriots. I'm saying who's the one shot, the giant shot here?
I guess George Clooney. But
No, George Clooney's already won an Oscar.
He's won one.
And he just kind of played George Clooney to me.
I agree. I would love to see Johnny Depp if it wasn't for Daniel Day.
When I saw this Michael Clayton, he got into trouble. I turned to my chick and I said, "You watch, he's going to call Brad Pitt, and they're going to work out an angle on this."
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, Philip Seymour Hoffman did not get nominated for Best Actor, but did get it for Best Supporting Actor. And Laura Linney did get nominated for Best Actress for The Savages. So
actually, the Best Actresses don't look that bad this year, huh?
Kate Blanchett is double nominated for Elizabeth and I'm Not There, the Dylan movie. And, of course, hardly anybody liked Elizabeth, the movie.
Yeah, and didn't she already get nominated? She won for that before, right?
Right.
Yeah. Which is crazy. I mean, that's like Darth Vader coming back every single time. Once again, Darth Vader.
No, she didn't win for Elizabeth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she won for The Aviator. That's what.
But it's like if you get nominated for a role once, stop nominating that person. What are we, Frasier? Where every year he can come back and win.
It was there was plenty of other people who could have gotten that slot. There's no question. But I'm glad Laura Linney got the slot. And there's a lot of love for Juno. The actual totals for movies there was 8 apiece for No Country for Old Men and 8 for There Will Be Blood, 7 for Atonement, and then Juno, and your favorite Diving Bell and The Butterfly got 4 as well.
Well, he did get up for Best Director.
Right.
Which I was excited about.
Now, Atonement gets 7 nominations, but not in any of the lead acting and no director there.
Well, I'm sure they're going to get all the costumes.
Yeah.
They're the only people who do costumes. Those fucking British love a petticoat or whatever the hell they wear over there. I can't watch those movies.
I've never seen maybe Age of Innocence, but even that, I mean...
Could you imagine us putting out a movie a year about Ben Franklin? I mean, they seem to be enamored with the 1700s or whatever over there. Every year, those Merchant Ivory type movies.
I know they got another one coming out next month with the other Boleyn girl. So I mean, it's endless.
And they're always chick flicks. They're always chick flicks.
Look, if we did it here, it would be like Dave and Casey love each other, but I've promised her hand to Fez, so later on he's going to brush against her, and then we at home cry. I never understand it. You love her so much, get her and move to France.
Yeah. Well, I'm a big history buff, but unfortunately some of this stuff is bad history. Like I like the Tudors too on Showtime and all of that stuff, but you never know if this really took place.
I don't know how to tell you this, but you're not a history buff. You're way too stupid to be a history buff, Polo.
Okay, I get my history from the movies, and that's the problem. I mean, a lot of it.
This is the one that surprises me, Polo. Best Supporting Actress, Ruby Dee?
No, that was kind of talked about. I mean, and
she plays the same role. I can't believe you bought me this house.
How long was she in it for?
The white man has held us down so long.
American Gangster.
Yeah, she does this over and over and over.
Well, her and Hal Holbrook are both in the 83 year mark there in that area, and so and neither one I think had gotten a nomination before. So how much longer can we hold out to give them one?
She was in the film for 4 minutes.
I know, but
well, come
old.
on,
she's old.
She already got a house in that movie. Why does she need an Oscar too?
I know, but that was that's definitely one of those awards where they give it to you for your career.
The supporting? So you think Hal Holbrook could win over Casey Affleck?
Casey Affleck and Javier Bardem. As far as I'm concerned, it's a two-way race there. But apparently Casey Affleck is not getting as much love from, the general population as is the critics.
If you look over, the general population hasn't seen this movie.
Right.
I've talked to friends of mine who's like, no, this movie never came to my town. And I don't know if you'd want to see it just on TV. I think you would miss out on it. All right, that's actually a very strong thing. The supporting actors are all really good.
Is great. I mean,
it's actually not an embarrassing vote anywhere in here. I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, Ellen Page in Juno is a young actress, and they like to bring the young actresses in the last 10 years into the thing. And I can't really gauge her as an actress at this stage in her career. Whether that's just.
But here's the deal. It's the little film. It did really well, and she's in every scene. And I don't know whether you would like the film if she wasn't in it. I don't think I would. I don't think you could have just taken another kid, thrown him in there, and for me to be able to even sit in that movie. I think I would have got out.
Right, and so I think she is the glue for the movie. But who knows if she's going to be a great actress in 10 years.
Now, best actor. Cloverfield did not get it for Cecil the Sea Monster. What happened there? Why was Cecil the Sea Monster left out?
It didn't make the nomination deadline.
Did you see this over the weekend, Fez?
No, I can't see Cloverfield.
Well, you go to every popcorn movie. I finally see one, and you don't go to it?
No, it's shaky cam, and I can't.
No, it's not. There's one scene with a shaky cam. The rest of the time, it's still as hell. You should go after the show today.
Oh, well,
You
all
and I'll
right.
go.
I was worried that it was all shaky cam, and I'd throw up like Blair Witch.
Could I go? I'd like to go with you, if I could, because I didn't get to see it over, so we could have...
Oh, look who it is. The two giant buddies. The two betting buddies.
What? I want to go to the movie.
You both broke your losing streak.
Yeah, I
With
know.
this.
I love Fez for it.
And can I tell you something, Fez? And by the way, congratulations.
Thank you.
You broke a streak. But can I tell you why?
Why?
Pee in the butt. That was the lucky turn for the New York Football Giants.
Okay, then that means we might have to do it next Monday.
Or take it up a notch since it's the Super Bowl.
So, jizz?
No, shit in your mouth.
or at least
if you're promising me a Giants Super Bowl victory...
I am promising you.
Do you promise?
You have my word.
No,
I will
I mean,
deliver.
be serious.
Yes, I have the abilities. I have the thing to promise a Super Bowl victory.
If there is good karma from it, I will go for that.
Well, actually, there's not even going to be just good karma. There's going to be good karma corn.
Oh, I don't want to think of that. He has corn in his shit?
Sure he does. That's what he considers a vegetable.
I ate enough of it on Sunday.
Can I put like a condom in my mouth? And
You
then
should anyway, with all the cock you suck.
I don't suck cock. Very heterosexual.
Sure you are. All right, Polo, is this Oscar Awards going to go down? Is it going to happen?
There's some backdoor negotiations going on.
Some asshole negotiations.
Apparently, Leslie Moonves is doing something with the
Leslie.
whatever his name is, so there's some talking going on.
And it's not even his network.
That's great, then, if he's going to do that. If he's going to step up for everybody, that's fantastic.
I'm just saying, it's kind of in chaos right now since the directors went to their deal took like a few hours, apparently, because they had spent like $2 million on research and everything to make sure that when they went into negotiations.
Hey, I didn't check. Did the Radiohead guy get nominated? For some reason, I didn't get all the
I didn't
Oscar
either.
awards.
I think
doesn't look like
Eddie
it.
Vedder did get a nomination.
You got 2 pages? I only got 1.
Yeah, he's not there.
Now, I was out of all my friends, I was the ones who was like, I could do without this music.
Oh, really? See, I loved it.
I found it a little intrusive.
Yeah, I thought it was really, really cool. Very, very unique and just creepy as hell. I thought it really fit the tone of the film by Johnny Greenwood of Radiohead. But
Enchanted got 3 nominations for Best Song. So.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I haven't even seen it, but that's ridiculous.
So, that took, obviously, Eddie Vedder's Oscar away.
Fez, were you shocked with the slate to disturb you? Your film of the year last year.
No, not really. Not after we did the movie show with Paul O.
Why is that?
I found out that it wasn't really as good as I thought it was.
I'm only kidding. You're allowed to have your own opinion, buddy. But what you would do then is what? Explain your opinion, and then everybody would be able to have a show.
Right.
Be able to have a show.
No, There Will Be Blood was not nominated for Best Score.
Yeah.
And, so there you go. Ratatouille was.
I think best score should have been that last field goal, 47-yard field goal in that Giants game.
God.
No one saw that one coming either.
Nope.
They were yelling, "What are you doing? Why?
Well, the kid blew
Why, Tom the Cop?"
Shell Vink blew a 36-yarder, so...
Hold on, Patrick has something to add here. Hey, Patrick, how are you, pal?
Hi, guys. How you doing, buddies? Johnny Greenwood wasn't eligible to win the Oscar for There Will Be Blood since his music was for another movie that they just used parts of it. So
I had no idea that. I fucking felt like that music did not go along with that movie. First of all, I didn't like it because that music wouldn't have existed the time of the movie, and I know that doesn't make sense to some people, but to me it does. I like the instruments to exist, or else to me it looks like you're watching a Gladiator picture and someone drives by in a car. You know? I know it's just a movie.
I do understand that point.
But it throws me out of the movie every time.
So, like, you didn't like that U2 song in the beginning of Gangs of New York when they're fighting?
First of all, no one did. If you remember, that film also didn't win. U2 showed up to pick up their Oscar. Nothing.
Yeah, and of course, that song was at the end of the movie. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
No, there's two songs. There's one at the end and one at the beginning. When they're fighting, there's a song of a U2 song, like dum dum dum.
Most of the time during Gangs in New York, I could not hear the soundtrack over my own voice screaming, "Let me out, let me out," trying to get out of here.
It was a good film.
You know, the one thing I will say nice about Cloverfield, 80 minutes.
That's cool.
Yeah. If you're going to go to a bad film, 80 minutes. Did you like it, Paulo?
I think the presentation is good. Everything, obviously, the characters themselves are extremely shallow and vapid and meaningless. And I was kind of saying that we can identify with them better because we are all shallow and meaningless.
Well, see, this is you're being a review guy. Here's my review: 9/11 porn. It's 9/11 porn. The beginning of the film, I'm like, holy shit! I did not know I have 9/11 anxiety. Because you're seeing, they just rip off the 9/11 scenes.
Sure.
But you're seeing them on a big screen and, surround sound. And, I'm fucking over on First Avenue, 3 floors underground. And, things are caving in. And there was a woman in the theater I was in that got up and ran out and she was crying.
Oh, man.
And this was long before you see any monster. And then by the time Cecil, the sea monster, flops into Manhattan, you're like, okay, this couldn't happen. It doesn't bother me. But I think now I don't think around the country it might bother people, but the people in my theater were definitely fucking feeling the 9/11 vibe. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, when you see everybody running from the building debris and hiding in the convenience store or whatever it was, the bodega.
And the thing comes down the same way. But this movie is so bad that they see the monster, people yelling, "What is it? Did you see it?" At the end of the movie, they're still screaming, "What is it? What is it?" And they never once try to run away from it. They're always running into it and around it. And I'm yelling, "Uptown, head uptown. You don't have to go through a tunnel or a bridge there." But all the bridge and tunnel scenes remind you of, like, I think any people that were on bridges or in tunnels around that time, I think you're going to have somewhat of a difficult time because they go out of their way to use those images to fuck with people. But like Paulo said, the acting is so bad and the CGI is so bad that you end up, being okay with it.
Yeah, I mean,
if there was any kind of performances there, I think you'd be in fucking trouble.
Oh.
I mean, with J.J. Abrams, of course, you have this enormous amount of stuff going on the web and all this backstory that's not in the movie. You hardly know what the hell's going on in the movie. If you want to check 15 different websites, you find out about, 900 pages of material that was not in the movie.
Yeah, somebody told me, "Hey, did you see that thing drop in the end?" And I'm like, no. In the last scene, they kind of, I guess, set up for, Cloverfield 2. And I'm like, no, I missed that completely. And they go, oh, I knew because I read about it on the web. And I'm like, okay. There was something that, you see something drop from the background or something, they'll let you know that this thing comes from space or whatever. But I never picked up on it.
Actually, there's a whole thing about the Japanese put out this product, Slusho, and it's maybe derived from something under the sea, that a sea monster, and then there's a whole ridiculously extensive backstory.
Yeah, it's really bad. I mean, first of all, a monster tears up fucking New York, right? And then later they're walking through the subway tunnels, and the kid's stupid enough to say, "Hey, wouldn't it be scary if, like, it's, like nothing happened?"
Right.
You know how you do the scary jokes? And then later you see a monster?
Yeah.
But he does, "Wouldn't it be scary?" No, what would be scary is that we're down here walking the tunnels because we've already seen a fucking sea monster.
The monster exists.
Yeah.
Wow. And so you're saying the CGI wasn't even good.
No.
Now I'm apprehensive to see it.
Well, I wouldn't agree entirely because you see so little frequently that you can't really say what you're seeing. I mean, frankly, but a few shots were in there. I mean, it wasn't made for a lot of money. I mean, it was like $20 million.
Well, you know what? They should have gotten change because that was not a $20 million movie. Consider, I know that they fucking must have paid the actors minimum wage.
So it's like a Jaws ripoff. that
And
you
the
don't
camera's
see the
moving.
monster for a while,
No,
and then it's
you
hidden.
don't want. No, Jaws is a great movie.
No, I worship Jaws.
It's more of a Godzilla movie ripoff.
See, I didn't like Godzilla.
No, I mean the original Godzilla,
Yeah.
the one that was made in Japanese things.
Oh,
You don't like them?
and I'm not a big fan of Godzilla.
Think of it, Ultraman. At one point, I was really hoping Ultraman would come and save
I don't
everybody.
like those. I like the King Kongs a lot better than Godzilla.
I don't know what to say back to you.
I actually like the shaky cam throughout the whole movie, but I will say
There's
that I
really
did-
isn't any.
Is there?
think-
No.
I got nauseous, but that was because of 2 bags of popcorn. You get an extra bag if you.
What are these, your jokes, Paul?
No, I'm just saying. I actually had 2 bags of popcorn, and I did get a little nauseous. And I
You
was
eat
wondering-
popcorn every movie you review? He eats popcorn 9 times a week.
I just say you get a free bag of popcorn, but you got to finish the first one, and if you only can get it with the large. So if you got to like.
Now, do you see your movies in the screening room or do you see them in the theater?
I see them in a theater, and every once in a while they'll send us to like a little special screening room.
Do they realize that your movies don't even get reviewed, even though you get to see them for free?
I don't talk to them. I try to stay out of trouble, because they always, I don't want to get into trouble with these people, because they're crazy.
The minute they notice you, you're out.
Studio rep. No, actually, I'm treated very well at the screening, so don't worry about that.
I was very concerned.
No, thank you.
All right, Paul.
All right.
I guess we'll talk to you before the Oscars.
Okay.
All right,
I'm
take
very
it easy.
excited.
All right, see you then. I thought he was going to be more excited for Oscar Day.
It's his big day.
Yeah.
You would think.
I am very excited, but I'm trying to contain it.
If you could only have one person to win the Oscar, who would it be for?
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Okay, there it is. That's why he was defending so hard.
I see.
Although I will say this, and I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis is the runaway guy that should win it, but they do hate to give out that second Oscar, because then they got to go, well, wait a minute, Cagney never won too. You know what I mean? It starts to become like Hall of Fame voting stuff. They get a little harsher going, Brando. Now this means he's Brando? You know what I mean? Starts to freak them out a little bit. Here is Mark. Mark, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Hey, I hated Cloverfield. I just thought it was comical how a huge monster attacked Manhattan, and within 2 hours they had like a MASH unit in like a Macy's department store.
Well, I went just the opposite. I thought they would have thrown so much fucking shit at a monster. You know what I mean? Like, if a monster would have showed up in Norway, the U.S. would have been fucking nuking it. I cannot see them taking a lot of time before they drop the hammer on this fucking son of a bitch, But comical was the thing. And literally when the lights came back on after the 80 minutes, my whole theater went, oh, Jesus. And it was a huge fucking hit this weekend. That's how hype works in this country. More people have already seen this than the Daniel Day-Lewis film.
Wow.
$41 million set a January record.
Yeah.
That's shocking. I mean, it's shocking that...
What do? They make these movies for 8-year-olds, right? Maybe if you were 8, you would love it.
Yeah. The children, teenager audience is enormous. They say that teenagers can spend more money than in any other generation combined. So why not make movies for teenagers when they have that kind of revenue?
Well, I mean, yeah, that makes sense when you go back 2 generations and those people never saw a dime. And every generation before that. There was no such thing as entertainment spending money until about 50 years ago. In the entire history of the world, no one ever said to their kid, here's some money. The fucking kids never saw money. You never saw money when they were a kid. You worked all week, and then your mom got the money.
Well, sort of like the way I think Star Wars changed, movie making in 1977. Titanic changed the way I think studios felt in 97 when teenagers made that the biggest movie of all time. So
guess
why not?
what? Star Wars was made the biggest movie by fucking teenagers.
Oh.
That's when the fucking teen thing started up. It actually started with Jaws, got really looked at with Star Wars, and then fucking Grease and all that. And from that point on, movies were ruined.
Right.
They were ruined. Here it is, Little Flea. Hey, Little Flea.
Hey, guys. Ron, a quick thing about the 9/11 comparisons. Were they there? I mean, without a doubt, they were there. Like the scene is with the building collapsing in the bridge. But it wasn't done to exploit 9/11 or...
How do you know? You didn't make it?
Well, I know, but it wasn't meant to exploit 9/11. It was, to give you that extra ground level view of what it would be like to be stuck in that situation.
But what I'm trying to say is, I was in a theater of people who knows what it's like to be stuck in that fucking situation, and it probably would not bother a bunch of people in Nebraska. But I can tell you, it wasn't a comfortable feeling for a lot of people in Manhattan when you fucking use those images from 9/11 and then saying, but it has nothing to do with 9/11.
Right. It has nothing to do with it, and I don't think it's meant to exploit it. It's just, I'm a New Yorker also. I saw it in Times Square, the movie, and I do know how it was like probably for you, because a lot of people do get emotional and were really disturbed by it, but I still don't think it was meant.
But you were also, at 9/11, you were also probably 12, too. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't have a fucking adult's fucking viewpoint of 9/11. I think if you were one of the people running for your fucking children on 9/11, thinking, I don't know what the future's going to be from them, those fucking scenes, I think, fuck with you. Now, I'm not saying I don't think they have the right to do it, or that, I was traumatized from it, but it was exploitive. But a lot of movies are exploitive, The way they use fucking sexuality in movies is exploitive. Hollywood fucking exploits, oh, hey, there's a kid, and I want you to love him and his dog, and now they're dead. That's fucking exploitive. So that's the whole fucking scene. I don't really even care about the movie. It's stupid to begin with. Anyway, what else is happening, Fez? We get Super Bowl. We ran off our Oscar stuff today.
Also going on, Charlie Sheen and Denise Richards going back to court. She wants to do a reality show and have their two daughters in it. Charlie Sheen says, nope, he refuses, and she has to have his permission to get him in there. They're going back into court to see if they can be in her reality show.
Why do we have to become involved in these two people's problems? Who gives a fuck about either one of them?
Well, it makes you wonder, should kids be allowed to be in the reality show?
Well,
is that exploitive?
Remember, we just said yes because we all watched that kids' reality show that people complained about last year. What was that one?
Kid Nation.
Yeah, Kid Nation. Everybody said the same thing. It's exploitive. I mean, what's the difference between letting a kid doing that and being in a movie?
Well, with the reality show, it's some sort of real life. The movie, it's it's a character or something.
Yeah, Hogan's Family is real life. You think the Hogan's Family kids shouldn't have been in that show?
Probably not.
And there's more angles in Hogan's Family or the Run DMC show than there is in a Woody Allen film. I mean, they're so set up, it's ridiculous. I think if the kids want to be in it, why not? When Charlie Sheen shouldn't have any problem with it. The guy's a fucking actor.
And what was his father?
An actor.
Right.
And
this is what always fucking kills me. If acting is so fucking hard, right? It's so difficult. How come it's such a family business?
Right.
If you happen to be born in L.A. to an acting family, chances are pretty good you're going to be an actor.
Oh, you're getting on screen. Emilio Estevez wasn't even as good as Charlie Sheen. Yeah, he was the star of films in the 80s.
I'm going to disagree there and say it was better. That's how bad.
No.
And I still think he stinks. And he's still better than Charlie Sheen. What's Charlie Sheen do, that show? 2 Men and a Baby or something? What is that show?
2.5 Men.
If anything is exploitive, try being the kid whose father's on that fucking show. I'm sure that feels terrible.
That kid has not grown. I think that show's been on for like 15 years, and he has not grown.
You don't know anything about this, what they're planning on doing, right?
No,
So we don't know whether it's exploitive or not exploitive. I mean, obvious, if it was called, hey, these are fat kids, or, let's count freckles, that would be. But why would she try to hurt her own kids? Why would she put her kids in a bad situation? No one ever said she's a bad mom, right?
Right. No one has said that.
Well, I mean, basically he is by saying, I can't ensure their safety with her. They think that that's some kind of, after all these years, now she's going to put them in a bad situation. But if the money's going to them and they get to tuck it away and they want to do it, with Ozzy's kids, the one kid who said I didn't want to be in it, they just acted like she never existed. There's reality for you. We only have 2 children. That's how fucking fake these shows are. So I don't think the kid, I mean, I've never heard of any kid being in one of these reality shows and having problems. I mean, obviously what this is really a matter of is the old man and the old lady hate each other and they fight about everything. She went and banged the neighbor and he can't get over it. He cannot get over it.
And the kids are going to be in the public eye anyway. They are, whether Charlie likes it or not. His wife is Denise Richards. He comes from a famous family. Those kids are going to be in the limelight.
Well, they're young.
Yeah,
They're
they live in
really
Malibu anyway, right? I mean, they probably only live around famous families. I'm sure if you grew up out there, it's a long time before you realize, hey, not everybody is in movies.
I mean, I actually agree with Charlie Sheen on this one. I mean, I would feel really uncomfortable because their kids are like 3 years old and younger. You know?
Are they?
And yeah, they're really little.
Then they're not even
like
gonna know.
teenagers.
They don't know what's going on. They're babies, so let them be on TV.
I don't understand the constant need to be on camera. Like that's just bizarre to me.
So then, would you have a
cameras into
problem
the house.
that the fact that Francis Ford Coppola put Sofia Coppola in the baptism scene in Godfather? She didn't know what was going on.
I didn't have a problem with that. I did have a problem with Godfather 3 when he put her in that. When she was 21.
Right, but that's
that was exploited.
That's different.
But, so, if Charlie Sheen said it was okay, would you still have a problem with it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand people wanting, cameras to come into their personal lives. I don't
All right, Fezzi, would you
that.
still have a problem with it?
Yeah, I think I would.
So you're
Yeah.
saying that there's no such thing as a family business. That's like saying, I don't want other people to take their kids on the road with the fucking circus. What is that kid doing on a trapeze? Or why is that kid, you know what I mean? Now we're getting around and raising each other's fucking children, And I don't have any fucking time for that. People should be able to raise their own kids the way they want to. The only reason why this is any story is because 2 famous people are having another argument. That's the only thing that matters here.
Yeah, and children are a part of the world, so they're going to also be part of television shows and movies.
But here's the thing. If your fucking father is a guy who sails ships, you're going to be a little kid. You're fucking sailing around the coast of fucking, whatever. You're off the coast of Australia. You see the world. If your dad happens to fly airplanes and little, Piper fucking Cubs, there's going to be a 3-year-old in a fucking in a plane that you probably wouldn't put your kid in. It's just different families do different things. That's like saying I don't think a 3-year-old should go to church. If you want to be exploitive, what more are you doing to a fucking kid than forcing a religion on him?
And what's wrong with putting these kids out there? I mean, Jodie Foster was a child actor.
Now she's a lesbian.
Well, I don't think being a child actor had anything to do with that.
Oh, she said it did. She goes, once I got around all that famous pussy, I couldn't get enough of it. I could not get enough of it.
Well, that's
But
weird.
no, I agree with you. How many people are where they are because their family put them in a situation when they were young? Charlie Sheen is definitely one of them.
But isn't that sort of like forcing, your child into it?
Yes. We all force our kids into the lifestyle that we live. That's what we do with our own children.
Tiger Woods was forced to be a golfer. Tiger Woods was not 2 years old saying, let me use a 7-iron in the backyard. Yeah. But his father put the club in his hands and said, make sure you fucking hit this properly.
Seriously.
He said it like that?
I bet he did. I mean, he basically forced the kid to do it. Now, after a while, did the kid like it? Yeah. But the point is, if you have a 3-year-old Jewish kid and a 3-year-old Muslim kid and a 3-year-old Christian kid, do you think any of those kids chose their idea of spirituality? Never.
No.
You grew up in the restaurant business. You probably were up to midnight some fucking nights. You're back, working while your dad's there. You're sitting at the bar. To some families, that might be like, oh my God, they've got her around, alcohol.
Right.
That would be considered the worst things in the world. But we do what we do, and then we take our kids along with us.
Yeah, but I just think that this situation is so private, like, wanting camera crew in America to come into your homes. It's just it's invasive, and I don't...
It is, unless you're a family that invites the camera crew into their homes, as that whole family has. If I was a judge, I would really look at the family background,
And I don't understand that argument when millions of Americans have done that now. Forget about the celebrities. Between the home improvement shows and the wife swapping and the babysitter shows and all this shit.
Very true.
More people are inviting the cameras into their houses
That's very
than
true.
not.
And how many people now have taken their home family videos and sent them in? Here's the little boy getting kicked in the balls.
Send it to Bob Saget.
Here's his pants falling down.
Yeah.
It's what we do now.
I know, but I'm so uncomfortable with that because I can't comprehend why people feel the need for that.
But
sort of
here's the beauty
attention.
of it. This is America. You can raise your children the way you want to.
Right.
I mean, I have a slight problem with what you're saying, being that you want to be on television.
Well, no, but that's different. That's a job. It's like being a newscaster.
But people
All right,
see
but let's
the
really
same
do
way.
it.
But that's not a personal
You
thing.
wouldn't
like
want him to
coming
be a
in-
kid star?
No, never.
BS.
Never.
BS. She desperately wishes she was on the Mickey Mouse Club with Timberlake. You know that she would have loved that.
I loved Kids Incorporated in the Mickey Mouse Club, but I
do
never
this.
wanted to.
How many of those kids from the Mickey Mouse Club went on to get TV shows, movies, and singing career? Because they got started young, much like Tiger Woods. Because guess what? If you don't get on it at a young age, you're going to be left light years behind. Those are little professionals.
I mean, I understand that, but my thing is, if I had children, I would wait until they're old enough
Then
to
you
make their own
can.
decisions.
That's
No,
the beauty
I know,
of it.
But I just don't know why more
it doesn't
people don't
mean
think
the
that way.
rest of us have to go around and somehow act like and use the word exploitive in the terms of a family business. When I was a kid, these people owned a fruit stand in my neighborhood. That whole fucking family was working in the fruit stand from morning to fucking night, every day. Now that's exploitive. You're using your kids, and those kids weren't getting paid, but it was also the family business. And there was something, for me, I kind of admired them, that they all did something together, that they had this thing. You know, they seemed like a really, really close family. And in the same way, why should you be able to take little children to hear these religious stories when they're 3 or 4 years old?
I don't think it's okay. I don't believe in religion at all. Or
What if you were comfortable? At what age should kids be exposed to religion?
I would let them choose for themselves whatever they want to believe.
At any age.
18. Yeah, I mean,
Because that's putting a lot of fucking stuff on a 7-year-old. To say a 7-year-old, okay, now I need you to know how the universe was started. I don't know, Mom. All I really want to do is play with my battling tops. But you know what I'm saying? That's their family. That's where tradition comes from.
Yeah, no, and I understand that. Like, I come from a family business. You know, we
Yeah.
all work there on the weekends. My whole family's there. But
And dated each other.
Oh, really, Lily?
yeah, we're really close. But
Nice.
the fact is that this is Hollywood. Like, it's just so, it seems so dangerous for children to push your children.
Do you
into
think
that
it's more
limelight.
dangerous than if you took your kids to Africa on a safari? And I'm sure plenty of people who do that do. You take your kids along with you. You think it's worse than if you take your kids out fishing for 3 days on the open seas? People do that.
Grand Canyon, I almost fell in when I was we went on when I was 13. They took us to a Grand Canyon vacation, and I went off the trail and almost, I had to get rescued.
Well, it's bad for all of us that you did.
Oh.
I really wish you would have got bit by some kind of a snake out there, and that would have been the end of it. Joe, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, what's up, buddies?
Hey.
I started my daughter at 6 years old in ballet, and now she's the top-paid choreographer in Branson, Missouri. I know it's not a big deal, but there's more theater seats in Branson than there is in New York.
Yeah, but who goes?
Old people, dude.
All right.
Old people, but she's great.
No, here's his point. And again, you're a musician yourself?
Yes, sir.
There is something to be said about the fact that whether you want to or not, you expose your kids to a certain lifestyle. You know?
Right. And my son is on his second CD, and he's signed to a major label, and he's 19 years old.
Yeah.
So we started him out young, too.
Talented family.
All right. Yeah, they're big in Missouri or wherever that is.
But I just wonder, like, if he didn't enroll her in dancing at 6 years old, would she be doing that? Or maybe she would have found something else that she was really into.
But we never know.
Yeah.
We never know. But the point is, and that happens with all of us. Most of the time, your circumstances dictate what you're going to be.
Right.
You know, and I always disagree with Dave when he goes, you force a kid to do that. To me, when you see a kid like something, you get behind them and see if you can't, keep that going because it's good for your kid to have interest. I don't know if they like to constantly be told to go out and shoot fucking layups with either hand and blah, blah, blah. Here's Dave. Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Fez. How you guys doing?
Good.
Listen, I don't think it's exploitive at all because I've got two daughters. I've got an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old that have been in the acting industry since they were born, models. My 4-year-old right now is on an AT&T commercial that's seen all over the country, and she loves it. She loves the attention she gets. She loves doing it. Now, initially, they didn't know what they were doing, of course, but now it's what they want to do. They travel back and forth between Florida and California.
Now, how do you say this one, Lily?
Well, I mean, he just said in the beginning they had no idea what they were doing. Like, that's just forcing your children into it. I have a hard time understanding that.
I disagree because initially they were doing it. They didn't know what they were doing. But as they got older and as they're getting older and they do it, they've fallen in love with it. And my daughter now, if you ask my daughter now, what's her goal is to get an Oscar. Her goal is to be on the red carpet. My little one, the 4-year-old, she's on the AT&T commercial with the monkey.
All right, I want to see that AT&T commercial, brother. But the point is this, Lily. You can also go back into this. You think your kid wants to go to school? You think you want it to sit there at a hard desk? We don't just let kids do what they want to do.
Yeah, but he's saying that his children are 4 and 6 years old, and they're like, well, this is what I want to do. So now they're forced to travel back and forth from L.A.
But
to
kids
Florida,
are forced to follow their parents no matter what. That's the point of this. And when there is some kind of background with your family, your kids either take that on or they reject it.
Right.
I don't see what's wrong with getting the ball started. And by the time the kid gets to, 18, 19, if they don't like what they're doing, they will stop.
See, well, yes and no. Some people. Look at Earl. He's a Baptist, just like his people. Fez is a Lutheran, just like his people. They were raised in the church. Neither one of them has said, I've thought this out, and here's why I wanted to do it. They said this happened when I was young. I like the comfortability of going back with my people and being a part of something. They've never really made that decision for themselves. That happens to most of us. We talked about this, about do we have free will or are things kind of put upon us? And this is one of those things, I think, that is put upon us.
Yeah, but, like with child actors and things like that, do you think because I think it's very important for kids to have a very normal childhood, instead of being like the Michael Jackson
but
and
fucking
being in a recording studio.
Define normal. There's no such thing as normal. Normal is a fake term. And most of us think of normal as by what we saw on TV. Because I fucking never thought of normal as the way my cousins acted or my neighbors acted. I thought normal was the Brady Bunch. I thought that was normal. And that's fucked up when you think about it.
Yeah, that's totally abnormal.
For some reason, it's normal to have a mom and a dad and the children and everybody's happy and they're doing things. And that's fucking TV normal. Normal in real life is, the father travels. I had friends of mine, the fucking old man would go out on the ship. That never happens on a movie. All right, I'm leaving on the oil tanker. I'll be back in 3 months. You kids better not fuck up. But in their life, that was who they were. That was normal. But you wouldn't think of that as normal. Should the guy not work and bring money home to his people?
No, I mean, I don't know. I just, maybe I'm just, from my point of view, I find it kind of exploitive to put your kids in the limelight like that.
And I understand what you're saying because you have your own feeling about that. But you don't think that your dad was exploitive, do you?
No. I mean,
and yet some people would be like, that's asking too much. He should be home with his family at night. They shouldn't all be out there making sure the fish is getting out on time. She's seating people. She's 14,
Right.
That's nuts to a lot of people.
I know, that's actually like breaking child labor laws and stuff like that.
Great.
And I'm going to tell you this.
You're probably going to be indicted.
Anybody who owns a restaurant does. And guess what? If you have a moving company, your kid's carrying a fucking couch. Such is the way of the world. Sean, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies. I just wanted to kind of reiterate what you were saying there, Ronnie. You have, in this day and age, especially in this day and age, you have to force your kids to do certain things. You have to give them options. I mean, Lily, I like you and I like what you say on the show, but I got to disagree with you this time. I mean, it irritates me because if you're one of those people that don't force your kids to do things and give them life experiences, then they sit at home.
But see, I go just the opposite with what you're saying, though. I think Lily should raise her kids the way they want to be, the way she wants to raise them. And that the only reason that this is a fucking story right now is that Charlie Sheen is mad at his wife. That's why this is a story. If not, this would be totally fine. Fez, you were on Lily's side and you've gotten quiet lately. Where are you at on what you've heard so far?
Yeah, I think why this particular case with the Sheens seems exploitive is because this is a couple that likes to fight in public, and if you give her a show with these kids in it, it's just another avenue for that.
So this is now just about these two and not about overall the way Lily and I are talking.
Yeah, I think it's these two should not be doing this.
Well, first of all, I think out of all the children in the country that need our help and looking out to see if they were okay, these two little rich kids are fucking fine. Their dad makes $1 million a week. Anything that happens, these two little future alcoholics are going to be just fine. But I am not going to sit around at nights wondering if the children of these two fucking movie stars are okay. They can work it out. Again, I don't think I need to be getting into their business. They can raise their kids the way they want to raise their kids. And I think families raise kids differently. I think the whole fucking thought of a normal family is bullshit from the get-go. And I don't want to go to a movie where there's a 18-year-old girl pretending that she's 6 because we can't put 6-year-olds in films.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
We'd be devolving back when, in England they had to have men play women's roles.
And remember, it's fucking, there are people on the sets. It's the legal thing in California that you can only shoot so many hours a day, that they have to have schooling, that they have to have food and breaks. These kids are being watched after.
And I just strongly disagree with Lily in this one thing. I think if you polled most Americans, at least 7 out of 10 of them would want to be celebrities. And I think 7 out of 10 of them would say, and if I could have been a child celebrity, I'd like to be one of those too. I think Americans want to be celebrities, so why not?
Yeah, but like a celebrity or an actor, like there's a difference between being a working actor or a working actress and getting paid for it than just being, somebody like a Paris Hilton who is a celebrity for no reason.
Why? Because she makes so much money because she gets paid $250,000 to go to a New Year's Eve party?
Yeah,
I mean, what's wrong with that life? I think most people, like I said, 7 out of 10 people would take that.
At least.
I mean, come on.
But again, I don't think these kids are in any danger of turning into Paris Hilton. If anything, they're going to be on TV for a year or two and probably be forgotten about.
Exactly.
Much like Charlie Sheen's brother is.
Or Kathy Lee Gifford's kid. Remember when everyone was screaming, oh, that's so exploitive? We don't even know who Cody is anymore. No one remembers that kid.
Here's Dave. Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey guys, great topic as always. I want to get back to like the kids and their activity levels. Dealing with kids is freaking static, man. You can't force them into anything. My point is look at the preacher kids. They were the ones who were the craziest because there was such an oppressive thumb on the kids because the preacher had to keep such high levels of morality. The kids are like, fuck that, I'm going to go out and go crazy.
At a certain point, and we all do this with our family, you could either fall lockstep in with your family, or you could say, I want to be the exact opposite of these people. And again, I don't know if that's free will either. That's just your makeup, Mm-hmm. So you could either say, we're Catholics, or I was forced to be a Catholic, and you make a bigger fucking deal. These children who had these horrible religious experiences, I was in the same fucking school. Shake it off. Wasn't that big a deal, you pussies. Stop acting like a fucking baby about everything. Here's Tom. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
That was funny, Ronnie.
Thanks.
Hey, I'm just wondering, again, these are kids, with parents, celebrities, but I think what Lily's trying to say is, yeah, she's agreeing with you, Ronnie, as far as working with the family and the family business. But the parents are kind of forcing these kids into a life, well, at least one anyway, wants to force them into the life of the public eye. And they might not necessarily want that.
I agree with you, but I'll tell you something else. If you're Julia Roberts' kid, it affects the rest of your life. Because wherever you go, they're going to, what? Your mother is Julia Roberts. You can't fucking shake that. Now, at the same time, if you happen to live in a small town and your dad does the fucking, has the big Ford dealership, or your dad is a principal or a preacher or a cop, that affects your fucking life. We get dealt these fucking cards, whatever they happen to be, and then those kids have to rise up and deal with it.
I think in a way, if you're the offspring of a celebrity, being exposed to the paparazzi and the media at such an early age can only benefit you. You can get used to it.
No way.
Absolutely. What? Joe DiMaggio Sr. hid his son, Joe DiMaggio Jr., because he wasn't a great ball player. And what happened to Joe Jr.? The stress and all this shit. By the time he was an adult, he turned into a drug addict and everything.
Well, but I don't know if that's the reason. I don't know if that's the reason at all. There are a lot of people that are raised with love and compassion and education who become drug addicts.
I understand that.
I refuse to believe that one thing fucking affects your life like that.
Okay, but if you go according to that biography that escapes me, that Ben guy who wrote the Joe DiMaggio biography, Joe Jr. says the pressure of being Joe DiMaggio Jr. made me an alcoholic.
Maybe, well, first of all, Amy fucking Carter is not an alcoholic. And I think that it was tougher to have a president than, the Hillary kids. The Bush kids seem like they're doing all right. You can fucking blame it on whatever you want to.
Right.
It's just like Danny Partridge. He blames, it was so tough being a kid star and then not. I become an alcoholic. Then you find out Winnie Cooper goes on and goes to Yale. So you got anything you roll with is the way you're going to fucking deal with it. I refuse to believe that somehow it's more difficult to be Joe DiMaggio's kid than it is to fucking grow up an orphan, or the fact that your father got murdered when you were a kid, or on a million other things that are worse than being the son of a fucking millionaire.
Well, you're right in some aspects.
No, I'm right in every aspect when it comes to that. You got to stop making fucking excuses.
Well, certainly it's harder financially to be an orphan, granted. But
you don't think it's fucking harder on the personal level, on the spiritual level, that you don't have a fucking dad?
Yeah, I do think so.
But here's the other thing. Then you take a guy, Bill Clinton had a drunk for a dad, blah, blah, blah. He goes on to be president. You can't fucking just make up excuses for everything. And this is why I quit. Something happened. When? 40 years ago. 40 years ago, something happened.
Right.
Get the fuck over it. Go to a shrink. Do whatever you gotta do. But stop fucking blaming them. Something happened in the 1960s, and you're getting fucked up this afternoon.
Yeah, well, Joe Jr.'s dead.
Whatever. Who gives a fuck about Joe Jr.?
Yeah, no, I just
mean, there's a lot. You know what? I'll show you how many fucking guys I grew up with that drug addicts died, and their parents weren't jack shit. Their parents were just regular fucking people. But I'm not going around very tough when your parents, regular guy, you start shooting dope.
Right.
It's not a fucking reason. It's not an excuse. It's fucking baby talk. And the fact we're talking about these two lucky little fucking sperm samples who are going to have money. They live on the beach now. They fucking walk out on the sand in Malibu, and Fez and Lily are like, I'm worried about these two kids. I'm really concerned about these private school children.
I just think that if she wants to do a reality show, fine. But, aren't we supposed to protect our children in a way to not be exposed like that? I have a really difficult time with it. And I know that's my personal opinion, and other people are going to see it differently. But
do you really want us to go around raising each other's kids? I mean, we know these kids aren't physically fucking being hurt, right? We know that they do already have laws in California where these things can only these cameras can only be on X amount of times a day. And by the way, I don't know whether you know this woman. She is so dull that this show is going to stink. She is the most boring when the camera leaves her vagina, there will be nothing to fucking keep you paying attention.
I don't know much about her. I know what she looks
You
like.
saw Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
Her acting is terrible.
I don't even remember her in it. That's how bad.
Johnny Rico. Johnny Rico. I'm back from space. What are you doing? She's fucking hideous. If she's not taking her top off in a pool fucking a girl from Scream, I can't look at her. If I was her, I'd ask for the girl from Scream to be in the movie with her.
I always thought she was the poor man's Kathy Ireland anyway. I'm not even so high on her looks.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
She looks like a poor man's Kathy Ireland.
What poor man has a Kathy Ireland?
Sheen?
Makes sense. Oh, God, these people. Here's Michael. Michael, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Do you not think that that's part of the problem of our country right now, that the parents are not guiding their children into doing that? I mean, that's what them people's jobs are. They're actors, and that's what they know to teach their children to do. Just like you teach your children how to be a radio star, that's their job. And you guide your children in whatever you know. It don't matter what you do, you're guiding them to work.
Yeah.
You're guiding them to make a living. So Ronnie B. and the rest of the country is not paying taxes to fit them up. That's the problem with the country right now. We don't want to teach our children anything. We don't want to do nothing but let them sit on the couch and play video games, and that's it.
All right, thank you very much. But let's say this. Maybe Lily wants her kids to sit on the couch and play video games. My point is this. That's fucking wonderful. Raise your kids the way you want to raise your kids. You want them to speak 2 languages, do it. You want them to fucking travel, do it. I'm not going to go over and demand that your kids have to do certain things. Obviously, we've set up that they have to have some kind of education.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like, seems like the laws are in place, particularly when it comes to rich children. We've got plenty of laws in place to take care of them. I think it's zero. It's going to have a zero difference for anybody, whether these kids do the 9 millionth fucking reality show ever. And Dave, you already know enough to know there's no such thing as a reality show. These shows are faked.
Yeah, I mean, because if you just go, they're not even trying to hide it now between the camera angles, between the fact that there's different, audio that doesn't sync up anymore. So there's audio that doesn't sync up anymore.
But I guarantee you this: if your dad is a musician and your mom's a musician, you're going to be raised around music. The chances are you're going to be playing an instrument. If you grow up on a farm, the chances are you're going to love horses or want to be around them, whatever. That's where these kids are raised in fucking Hollywood. Both their parents are actors. To be surprised that they're going to grow up around this is just insane to me.
I mean, I understand your point, but the fact is that I don't think that they're not old enough to want to do that yet. Like
they don't have a clue what's going on.
No idea
not neither does a kid that's 3 years old in a church. You were in a church at 3, right?
Totally, yep.
And you're fucking hearing about a person being murdered, but then he rose from the dead and he's coming back again. You don't know what the fuck. You're getting bits and pieces of the story.
Right.
I remember sitting in church looking up in the rafters. Sure, I was going to see Jesus looking down sooner or later. Mm-hmm. I literally remember that. Now, a lot of people say that's crazy brainwashing to put a kid through. But that's who my people were. That's what my traditions were. Then it would be up to me when I would be older. You don't get the fucking choice, Fezzy, at 3, at 5, at 12, at 15. That's your family's choice. Why should a kid get a choice?
Well, a kid should be able to tell, what they want to do and what they don't want to do.
Then I don't want to go to school. I'm 5, I don't want to go to school. Because guess what? I fucking ran out when I was in kindergarten, and I ran out when I was a fucking senior in high school. And all they ever did was chase me and get me back in that fucking school.
And we as parents, you put kids in situations all the time. When I was 5, my mom dressed me up like E.T. for Halloween, and I had no idea why I was getting dressed up. I'm like, what does this mean? What the fuck am I, why? Why am I getting dressed up? Why are you putting me in this outfit? Now, I wasn't angry about it.
Right.
Just as a kid who is open-minded is not going to be pissed off that they're on television.
But the thing is that they don't have the choice or not.
No one
I didn't
does.
have the choice to get dressed up.
Guess what? when I was a kid, guess where I went every fucking vacation? Sleeping outside and fishing. You think I didn't want to go to Disney World like a fucking normal kid? But I'm up in Canada fucking fly fishing with my old man. The reality of it is, now some of my best fucking memories are being on those vacations because it was his thing. And I got to see my father's, what he liked, you know, what he was like when he was enjoying himself.
You can't
then you learn about having your own passions.
And if you're a slave to your kids, if you give them free reign, the kid's not going to have any meaningful experiences. I'm sorry.
It really is funny to hear Fez going, the kids should do what they want. When did that ever happen in the history of the world ever? When did we decide children pick and choose for themselves what they want?
Never, except for movies.
It doesn't exist. It's never existed. You think a kid could go, you know what, I want to live in Phoenix. Then you go like this. Well, maybe when you get your own money, you'll be living out there in Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? You don't get to pick and choose.
I understand that, yeah, and that never has happened. But this is a different circumstance. This is being used in a reality show, basically like a prop.
Yes, just like Lily was working in a restaurant. Just like I'm acting like, oh yeah, Dad, I got the outboard motor. You think I wanted to be out there? No. What a fucking outboard motor.
Cold and rainy.
And at 5 o'clock in the morning? Get up, buddy. Oh, please, get up. Let's buy fish. You like fish so much. What am I fucking doing out here? It's cold and stupid. And no one smokes. I want to get back. You go along with it. Of course it's fucking exploitive. It's what families do to each other. You exploit. You don't think it's exploited? Oh, you're the old man. Everybody wants a little money. You're sitting there like the fucking Jetsons with your wallet open.
I just don't understand where you can cut the line of some things being exploitive and other things not. Okay, whenever the remote control would go off or would run out of batteries, my mom would send me to the store to get batteries, right? So how is that? I was basically my mom's little slave. I had to always take the trash out. I always had to clean up the house, replace the batteries. Now, that's being exploitive too.
You're completely missing my point.
But here's the thing. Look, Sheepy just sent me the monkey commercial. I forgot. I've seen this. Remember the guy who called in? His daughter's on it?
Yep.
She's an adorable little girl, and this is a great commercial. Look at her.
And
she's running around. She's acting like another man is her father. You don't think that would be weird for a kid?
It would. I think it would be weird. Yeah.
Oh yeah. But she's able to deal with it. You're acting. You teach her stuff.
Yeah, she's great, and that commercial.
I love that commercial.
That commercials made me tear up the first time I saw it.
You know that. Well, the weird thing is, I did that with Flat Stanley. You ever hear of Flat Stanley?
No.
Flat Stanley is something that I think they give to like kindergarten kids, right? And then those kids, they send this little picture of this man, Flat Stanley, to a relative, and then that relative has the pictures done like that. So I did that same thing with Flat Stanley. I took him to the Today Show. I took him to Sesame Street, all these things for my nieces. Thing. So I did that exact same thing.
Wow.
Now, this is the cutest thing. So this was like 9/11. So I had the picture taken with all the firemen and the cops, and everybody was loving this, to be able to pose with Flat Stanley. People had heard about it before. And then when I sent it back to her, I sent her all with the little I Love New York t-shirts. So everybody in the class got a I Love New York t-shirt. And they all came running out, and all the parents were all excited. And they're like, look where he went. Your kid's going to be part of all this, Dave.
I'm excited by that.
You got to do a reality show.
Oh, I would love it.
Now, let me bring this up to you, Fez. Baby Love. How many times do we have Baby Love on the air?
We've had plenty of times.
Is that exploitive?
No, I don't think so.
It's the same exact thing. She's performing in public. We had her up on stage. I was ripping her
She
into
was a
ass.
part of the match game, for Christ's sakes. She is exactly like these kids we're talking about.
And why is she doing that? Because she decided to? Or that's her dad's life?
Mikey Boy's a terrible father. No, I think it's different.
You really think Mikey Boy's a bad father?
No, I love Mikey Boy. I think he's
you
a
and
great
Fez
father.
would act like that. That follows the exact same example.
But, we're friends of Mikey Boy. Ron and Fez, you guys are, Mikey Boy's friends.
Right.
And so it's like...
What do you think? That you're doing reality shows with people who hate you? That you don't become friends with the crew and the network people?
I don't know. I mean, I definitely think that children need discipline, and you need to tell them what to do sometimes. But I just have a problem with it being on such a national level of putting your children.
And I'll tell you why. Is because that world scares you and makes no sense to you.
Especially
it
for
seems
children,
like an adult.
yeah.
But in the same way, the crocodile hunter had his kid out on the road with him.
Right.
And hunters, if you hunt for a living, or not even for a living, if you hunt for sport, you take your 4 and 5-year-old out with you. That's what happens. That's how you learn.
They have to be with you. I mean,
you want them with you.
Yeah, you're not going to
saying,
leave them home.
this is who we are. I did this with your dad. He did it with his grandfather. We grew up as fucking watermen. We're crabbers, whatever. That's who you become.
You have to guide children.
And then when you get older, you're like, you know what? Fuck this small town and its rules. I'm out of here. And that's the way the world works. And that's the way it should work. Or else a lot of kids will go, fuck this small town. They'll go running off to Hollywood or New York. And then they'll sit around thinking, you know what? I'm going to be taking that midnight train to Georgia.
Right.
I'm going to get back to the world I used to know.
I understand. I also would like to know...
Why is this I understand the new crutch for the show?
I'm sorry.
Everyone on the show has said to me, I understand.
I feel bad.
And we all used to laugh at Earl for it. You've all picked up Earl's crutch today.
That's where we caught it from.
You don't catch it.
If Lily had a kid that was, gotten offers to be on a sitcom or something, are you really telling me that you would not allow your child to be on that show? Because
yes, unless they were of an age where they could make decisions for themselves.
What age?
I wouldn't... I would probably say like 16 or 18.
So there should be no kid actors. Jonah Bobo has awful parents.
For my personal taste.
Yeah, I agree.
I wouldn't. I would not. I would like them to
And
be
I
old enough to
agree.
make
I
their
was
own
the same way.
decisions.
I never went and took my kid on, commercial things.
I would absolutely. But
Well,
why?
and that's
Why
you.
not?
I just have a difficult time of pushing them into something that they're not old enough to understand.
And see,
or
I
be
agree
old
with
enough
her.
to
I
know that they
agree.
want to do it or not.
I agree that you do what you want with your family. As long as they're not being, breaking the law, everything's fine.
Okay, what if they're
What's the
10?
big deal?
What if they're 10 years old? They have a pretty decent grasp, I think, of what being an actor is. They're not 4 where they're clueless.
I'll tell you something right now. More kids get fucked up from playing stuff like baseball and dropping the big balls. That's traumatic for some kids. No, man, I didn't give a shit whether we won or lost. Felt like we did okay. Some kids are fucking rocked by that. You see them crying after a game.
Right.
What are you crying for? We got beer later. Why would you be crying?
Beer?
When we stole beer.
Little League, though?
Yeah.
Jesus.
What's the big deal?
Well, you're 11.
Here's Steve. Steve, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. Listen, I'm 15 years older than my little brother. My father forced me to do everything that he did. Although I enjoyed everything he did. Ronnie, I agree with you. Those times with him are some of the best times of my life. But my little brother didn't experience everything I did, and he's entirely a different person than I was at his age. Not due to background, not due to anything else, but because he wasn't forced to do what I did. He had the option to go to grandma's. He had the option to go to this place. He had the option. I had no option.
But there's a couple of different things. Number one, as you get older, you chill more. You tend to chill more. And you're like, okay, I made a big, I forced this one kid to do something. Now I see hopefully you learn a little bit, And then the other thing is, it was 15 years difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, your old man's exhausted. He's absolutely, at this point, it's like Brett Favre don't want to take every snap either.
Ronnie, I'll tell you, my father's 62, man. I'll put him up against any 30-year-old to outride him on a motorcycle, on a dirt bike, in a boat.
All right, let's do this. I'll have Dave box your fucking dad.
Oh, bring him on.
Thank you.
Nice.
You might be fighting a lot of senior citizens. I'd like to take you around town to town.
I want the opportunity to put these oldies in their place.
Yeah.
They don't rule the world.
Yeah.
Their time has come.
No one's to say. Stop raising each other's kids. Stop acting like rich people are somehow in jeopardy. They are not. They're fucking getting everything. The fact that we're even talking about them lets you know that their life is better.
A new CNN poll shows that U.S. voters are more ready for a black president than a female one.
What does that even mean? Any black president and any female one?
That's what it seems like, according to that poll.
It's racist to begin with. First of all, the question doesn't even make sense. You could say, would you rather have Obama or Hillary? Then you sit down and you go over that person's experience and what they bring to the table. But going, would you rather have a black man or a white woman? And if your first answer isn't which ones, it's a racist question and it's a racist answer. It's beneath us.
Doesn't sound like a normal poll, but...
Yeah, I think the way it was asked in two separate questions. Is the country ready for a black president? Is the country ready for a female president?
All right, let me ask you this. Is the country ready for a white male president?
Yes.
All right, that white male I'm giving you is Charles Manson. Best of luck with him. Don't you think if you would ever say, all right, who do you want, Margaret Thatcher or Hitler? That's a decision to make, right?
Right, yeah.
But to say you get a German man or an English woman is not a fucking question. It's beneath us, Fezzy. Don't even get caught up in that.
All right.
I can't tell you what the N's in CNN stands for and what the C stands for. But, Earl, you would be disgusted. By the way, Earl, have you learned a little something about the Clintons that you grew up loving? They have boxed your boy's ears off.
Oh, yeah. They learned a lot about the Clintons, especially over the weekend.
He's not getting up off the mat now.
I think he's going to totally get off the mat. The fact that he's still in the fight means a lot to me, and he's going to win. He's going to be the president.
You know, you're the only person I consider an African-American leader who's still backing him. He's lost every other African-American leader.
You know, it completely drives me crazy that all of those guys, like especially from the civil rights era, here is the product of everything you fought for, and you're against them.
But I'll tell you why. He got out-campaigned. If you look at this, and I'm not going by what anyone stands for. To me, only a couple people seem like they want this. And off the bat, I would say the Clintons and Huckabee are the only ones out there scratching and clawing and doing everything they can do. Rudy Giuliani is a mystery to me. You start out with all the name recognition, you have $40 million, and you've been sitting in Florida smoking cigarettes for the past 6 months. The Clintons battle block by block for the presidency. And then Obama asked that question last night. I don't know which Clinton I'm running against. I do. You're running against both of them. Everybody's got to run against both of them. These fucking two are like Mikey D and his wife. When one of them goes down, the other one is right there pouncing, making things happen. Whether you like them or not, these people want it. They desire it. Bill Clinton has been going crazy when he thought his wife wasn't going to get it. Obama looks like, you know what? We win some, we lose some. Those Clintons lose. They look like the entire world is on fire. They are screaming, something has to be done. This isn't fair.
They're hysterical because they're screaming even when they're winning.
They want it. They desire it. You can't say that about 90% of the people in this race.
They have a sense of urgency.
They're nuts, these people. They act like the presidency is food and they're starving.
But isn't that working against them? Because everyone's seeing it as like
they're winning.
They're not winning. I mean,
yes, they are winning.
He's not winning in South Carolina.
That hasn't happened yet.
Yes, I mean,
I remember when he wasn't winning in New Hampshire, and they pulled it out. You do not count the votes until after those fucking polls close, my friend. And you have got to admit that these fucking Clintons have stopped whatever momentum that Obama worked out for himself. They've made sure that Oprah isn't back out on that trail. Oprah's website has been crashed with hate mail. Now, who is that really coming from? You know it's not coming from people that are big Oprah fans. Those Clintons have everyone they know writing to Oprah, you've betrayed us. You've let us down. You're anti-woman. I cannot believe that women feel that way enough to write an email without that being forced, you know?
Yeah. They're sensational.
They are insane people. They won't quit.
They're the best politicians since fucking the Kennedys.
Well, if they do this, they've done more than the Kennedys ever pulled off.
I'm just talking just in terms of straight politics. They never fail. I mean,
well, you know what? I mean, first of all, we live under the Bush-Clinton era world. We have two royal families for each side of our different colored country. And the Clintons own the Democrats, the Bushes own the Republicans. Period.
Yeah.
End of story. And I would not be surprised if the Clintons get done with this if the Bushes don't come back.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, none of that would surprise me.
Right.
We live in that world. And Earl, they have hypnotized African Americans. Hypnotized.
I wouldn't say hypnotized. There was a new poll. They had a poll in. They polled in black women, and they said which is more.
Dude, these polls can eat me. The only polls I care about are the ones that are done. That's the ones that I care about. It's just what I told you today. I could have Dave scream for all the reasons that the Giants are going to win this. I could let people from Boston call in and show them why the Pats are going to keep this going. The only thing that matters is the game. And this is the perfect thing. The Giants are in the Super Bowl because they deserve to be. Because they went out on the road and fought and clawed. That was another game. They had every reason in the world to give up, the Giants. They will not do it.
No.
They don't have Tiki Barber.
They've been down.
Their fucking big tight end is done. There's every reason their kicker blows. There is every excuse is out there not to win, and they have clawed and fought back and not given up. And that team, and I was when I'm like, I want to see Brett in the Super Bowl. It'll be a nice Hollywood thing. Watching that game, the Giants deserve to be there. That is the deserving team to be there. And guess what? So do the Patriots. Because there was plenty of reasons they could have lost this year, too.
Mm-hmm.
And Obama, he better fucking... He could have closed down New Hampshire. He should have. He is not ready for those two crazy people. The ex-president of the United States, Bill Clinton, running into the casinos, trying to talk to people. He's walking down to South Carolina, going door to door, knocking on people's door. Hi, like he's running for fire marshal. Hi, my name's Bill Clinton. I'd like you to vote for my wife.
Yeah.
It's insane that a guy who's should be living above it all is out there acting like this.
And if you're a Democrat, he's beloved. And if he keeps going out there...
You're missing my point. Whether he's beloved or not is not the point. My point is he's out working, out clawing, will say anything and do anything to win. They don't care. They do not care about anything other than winning.
The worst thing that they can hear is if they think they're not going to win in an upcoming state, because that just sends them into a crazy fervor, and they attack even more.
I look at it. I mean, look at it. You got Barack Obama, a junior senator from Illinois, basically holding his own against the most beloved president probably in the last since Kennedy. And
well, guess
a very
what?
powerful senator.
Holding your own ain't enough. He's got to win this. And he had all the momentum in the world, and he ain't got it now. He was supposed to win Nevada. He was supposed to win New Hampshire. How many more times are you going to give him second before you're saying this thing is over? It ain't going to go on forever, brother.
No one was saying that. Like, no one's. I'm not surprised that the Clintons are going to push back hard. That's what they do. How do you shame people?
Who's going to win this?
I still believe Barack Obama's going to win this nomination.
Okay. You got to show me.
He will win.
All right. You said that from the beginning. I respect you for it. But I got to see him working a little harder. I was glad to see him swinging back, actually, a little bit last night. And it was not nearly as much as the papers let on. The papers act like that was, it wasn't nearly that big a deal. And the big problem was it was on the same time of the Life Without People on the History Channel last night.
Oh, man, that premiered?
Yeah.
Shit.
2-hour special. It was great.
Do yourself a favor. TiVo it, and then when you get back, hit delete so you don't have to watch it. Oh, God. I was on with Kathleen from the Bronx last night, ripping that. She and I ripped that show. It was the stupidest show for 2 hours that the world has ever seen. And Fezzi, how many times I tried to tell you about the History Channel? It followed
Nostradamus and the Mayan calendar and was on right before the UFO sightings. It is the last thing. This thing should not. It should be called the Hysterical Channel, not History Channel. Everything is false on it. When people are gone, the following day, dogs will have a hard time opening the door. How did the people die? We just disappear. They spend every day. Grass will start to come up through the cracks. Would you please move along? They went back to the Hoover Dam 90 times. They kept showing Roosevelt Island, Fez's neighborhood, because the History Channel is right down the street from us. They spent the first hour and a half on the first 3 to 5 years after humans are gone. And then we went on, 100,000 years afterwards.
Wow.
It was the most annoying show ever. Oh, my God. But and I was very disappointed because I thought our radio voices would go on forever. And then that burns out after 2 light years.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I was always told your voice travels on forever. So the only thing that if the earth blows up, we can hope. Right now, some aliens have captured our voice from a ship. And I just want to fucking say something to you sons of bitches. If there's any way I can come back and haunt you, I will. You fucking frog-faced faggots. Oh, I hate aliens. I hate an alien.
Sounds like an interesting show to me, though.
Well, it was an interesting article. I read the article based on the book.
Yeah.
Plenty of time. And I was really frustrated. I wanted to see who was going to take over next, who would be able to evolve up, and would there be any signs of us? Because I always wonder,
yeah,
did anything ever exist on Earth before we got to it? That would be interesting to know.
Absolutely. But I don't understand. So the animals survived?
Yes, for some reason humans disappeared, like in the Rapture, and the animals couldn't even open the door without us.
There's like rabbits.
How did we die? First of all, wouldn't we die in like a nuclear war or for some disease? How would that affect the animals?
Yeah.
Would the animals be able to get out of their cages? Stop being stupid. Humans aren't going to disappear. We're going to do something ridiculous. Lorenzo, Ron and Benzo, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, Ron, I agree with you. I mean, the book, The World Without Us, was 10 times better, obviously. It went into so much more stuff. But, yeah, like, the graphics were just terrible. Like, when the lions were trying to attack the hippo, like, it was just such...
It was terrible.
What?
And this show should have been fantastic. It had everything set up to be fantastic.
I waited for it.
Yeah, it was just...
For what?
For the show to come on. Because I knew History Channel was doing this special.
Right.
And I was waiting for this thing to come on.
And then you got to see it.
And I thought the interesting thing is that, cats may start flying in 500 years, like flying squirrels.
Well, 500 years, that ain't going to fucking happen. If something starts to evolve, it ain't going to be flying cats.
Did they make any links to Mars?
No.
On the show? Okay. No. I always felt that could
Basically, all they were saying, what do you think will be the last standing structure if people were gone? The last man-made thing.
Yeah, I think the last man-made thing would be the pyramids.
Wrong. But that makes it way up there. Lily?
Mount Rushmore?
Lily, go into the prize closet
really?
and grab one of everything.
Are you kidding me?
All right.
Mount Rushmore, because it's carved into stone. Already existing rock.
Right, it's granite.
Yeah, but stones crumble, and I think the pyramids, in terms of an architectural, structure.
No.
They're
also going to be covered in sand. They're also going to cover up in sand.
Okay, I wasn't taking the sand account.
But all those things have to be taken care of.
Yeah.
Like any of the old buildings have to be taken care of all the time, blah, blah, blah. Then they're like, well, buildings will fall. We had to watch every fucking building fall one at a time. One at a time. It was so slow, monotonous, terrible. Oh, I was like, please, bring Cloverfield on here. Knock down everything, and let's move on. By the way, in my belief right now, Rudy Giuliani is the only candidate that can protect us from Cloverfield. I really believe that, Earl. I don't think Obama will know what the fuck to do if Cloverfield shows up. And like you said, he's a junior senator from Illinois. He shouldn't even be there.
I know, Earl, stop defending. Stop coming to the aid of Obama. He's not very experienced. It's one of Earl's.
He doesn't know what he's doing. You act like the only reason to vote for him is that he's black, girl.
No, he's just something else. He's different. He's a refreshing change from the.
He's way
the whole-
different. You're right about that.
From the whole
So
Bush
different.
from the whole Bush Clinton cycle. We need a change, and that change is Barack Obama.
Oh, and was that a little campaign platform that you're on?
Yeah, just a little quick campaign plug.
What was it? What kind of plug?
Campaign plug.
Can't complain.
Excuse me, would you like to be part of the Obama campaign? Excuse me, please vote for him. Thank you. He doesn't have much experience. Thank you.
This message paid for by Earl Douglas.
But he swishes from the outside. He rains threes. He rains threes.
The only platform Earl knows about is that he can shoot a jump shot. I've never heard, and
I know.
I'm voting for Obama too. But you know,
Lily, you Obama girl?
No. Absolutely not.
Fez, have you decided yet?
I haven't decided yet.
Who are you leaning towards? Back to Joe Biden?
Nah, he's out.
His Joe Biden thing?
If I had to pick one today, I would probably go Obama.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that surprises me.
But and I can't tell you why. There's no reason why. It just
because he doesn't have much experience.
maybe Clinton fatigue or something.
Clinton fatigue? Yeah, they haven't even been around for 8 years. Clinton fatigue was the 1999 fucking right-wing spin.
I mean, you'd like to see Obama make
This
some
turned
more...
into an Obama show.
Well, you'd like to see him make some more celebrity friends and stuff. I'm surprised he doesn't have the backing of,
I'm telling you right now, if fucking Cloverfield hits the way I think it will,
yeah,
we are fucked with Obama.
Right.
We're going to need Rudy in a post-Cloverfield world.
I know, but you can't vote for just one issue. I mean, and I know
My issue is Cloverfield.
I know. I mean,
what's your top issue?
My top issue is health care.
Really?
That's my top issue. Yeah.
All right.
Top issue.
Lily, what's your top issue?
Probably foreign affairs. I
All
think
right.
it's very important.
Pitsy, what's yours? Giants?
The war.
Long
The
Island.
war. What are you, pro or against?
I'm against it.
Really? A little Republican from Long Island?
Yeah, I'm actually breaking the bank, and I don't want the war. I'm sick of the war.
You're a Republican, right?
Yes.
Everybody in Long Island is. The two things Long Island, you're a Republican and you like Billy Joel. I don't understand it. I don't understand the two loves they have out there. Earl, what's your number one issue?
Economy.
Why?
We're about to hit a recession.
I understand, but what is Obama going to do for that?
He's going to give tax breaks for the middle class. He's going to give.
Since when? I never heard that.
Yeah, he outlined that.
I thought the other guys gave the tax breaks, the Bushies.
No, he wants to do the tax. He wants to end tax breaks for people who are earning over, I think, $100,000.
Hey!
Wait a minute.
He just lost my vote.
What? Can I change?
That sucks.
What's your main thing?
Mine is the war too. The war in Iraq, getting people out of Iraq.
Who's going to get them out of Iraq? Obama? Hillary?
Yeah, I think they'll start to at least come home. I think there'll at least be an end in sight.
I don't think
with
so.
a Democratic candidate, president.
I haven't seen any fucking evidence of that. What happened with the Democratic Congress?
Yeah, they did nothing.
No, what do you mean they did nothing? They voted for more fucking money. They supported the war. They did far from doing nothing. I see it as a bipartisan war all the way through. That's why I'm looking for third party. Ralph Nader has announced once again.
Oh, boy.
He's thinking about getting out. I think he could do it this time. I think he could double what he got his 2% from last time.
He's like, give him a month and he'll decide if he's in or out.
I'll be waiting, Ralph. I'll be waiting.
I'm not wasting that vote again. Should have. My one vote could have put Gore in the thing. We would never be in this mess.
My only problem with Ralph Nader is you ain't going to get fucking seatbelts around Cloverfield, my friend. That ain't going to happen, Ralph.
Seatbelts?
That's all he's known for, is seatbelts.
Oh, yeah.
He's the motherfucker who came up with seatbelts.
Mr. Safety. Mr. Public Safety.
Unsafe at any speed. That was his big book.
I thought McNamara.
My name is McNamara. I'm the leader of the band.
No, did you ever see The Fog of War by Errol Morris?
That was about your brother, and that was the fag.
No, it's not. Jesus Christ. The Fog of War was the documentary on Errol Morris about McNamara, JFK's, war guy.
Corey, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
I want to let Fez know that Ron Paul's the best candidate because he's going to get the troops out of Iraq. Hillary is a tool. Hillary is scary.
I'd agree that she is a tool. So is Obama. So is everybody out there. Ron Paul, if he makes the third-party run, I will take a good hard look at him. Because I'll tell you this, I am very excited that he says, if elected, I'm going to lean over, grab that steering wheel of the United States of America, and jerk it in the oncoming traffic. I love that attitude.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, go ahead, big man.
Scary.
What's scary? Everything will be. He will bring our troops home immediately. And if that's Fez's number one thing, the collapse of the U.S. military, let's do it.
And he'll bring them home from everywhere.
Right.
Korea, Germany, Japan.
Here's Sean. Sean, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Earl, didn't Obama get a lot of heat for a few months ago saying that he wouldn't be opposed to attacking Iran also?
No, that is not true at all.
Yeah, he did. He said, let's get Iran next. He goes, I'll do what I'm told. One thing you can count on me, I'll do what I'm told. I'll tell you this, he ain't going to know shit to do with Cloverfield. And ticks fall off of Cloverfield.
Holy shit, how big?
Well, I ain't saying.
Size of cars, I would think.
No.
Footballs?
They're just regular, just the same ticks that we have.
Really?
Well, how could they do any damage?
They don't.
Doesn't make sense.
Well, everything has to make something down. Ticks fall off of you, they're not doing damage, are they?
They don't.
I saw you with a tick before.
They burrow. Right into the skin.
Oh, by the way, tonight on History Channel, Loch Ness Monster. Is it real?
Last night was a fascinating program on...
Ken tells me last week that the History Channel just showed Dirty Harry.
It did.
It did. Here's Dirty Harry.
It shows that.
Why?
And it showed Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Because apparently that teaches you about history.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God, they're ridiculous.
I still stand by. I still think the programming is very good. Their presidential bios are fantastic.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, anytime they make a Lincoln, Teddy Roosevelt bio.
Here's the thing that really get on my nerves. There are certain parts of history that get way too much. Nostradamus is one of them. The Titanic. Out of all the boats who sunk, why every fucking year documentary on the Titanic? They would leave shore never to come back. That always bugs me. Enough with the fucking Titanic. It's not historical.
Right. Well, I think they know. It's because they know where the Titanic is. Because I don't know if they know where all the other ships are.
They know where the Andrea Dory is.
Oh, they do? Okay.
Get down there and take a look. Why is a ship sinking that big of a historical thing?
Well, it's because, back then it was like the Challenger, exploding.
Right, but there's not a Challenger thing coming on every week.
That's a good point, but there should be.
Thank you.
There should be, though. There should be.
I don't know if I'd watch it every week.
You would watch the Challenger?
I'd watch that over as the Loch Ness Monster reel.
That's Monster Quest.
On Wednesdays.
Right.
What I love is you guys think you're educating yourself by watching it. I watch a lot of things. Watch History Channel.
And Discovery.
What's Oprah taking over? Which one?
She's doing Discovery Health.
And now it's going to be called what?
OWN. Oprah Winfrey Network.
That's
OWN.
Egotistical right there.
She should call it pwned. Like I pwned you. You just got pwned.
I didn't know Oprah was so versed in the internet slang.
There's a lot of talk right now, and Earl, I'm not 100%. She's looking into buying the United States of America. Which would, and changing this to the grand old Oprah. It would be great to live in her country.
GOA. I don't think so.
Why?
Because then you'd be inundated with books and
Stop it. Stop trying to talk. So, when are you going to get back up, brother?
Soon.
Give me a date.
Tomorrow.
Here's a quick fix.
Always looking for the quick fix.
That was the best fucking line ever. That one fucking got me. Oh, that was great. Tomorrow. In the meantime, I got him going, it would be inundated with books. There would be... He's just rambling, Fez. He just rambles on. Lily sits in here. She gives us a point of view.
Right.
She's being combative. She doesn't give in. She was interesting. She was enlightening. He has a crazy shit. I know he let you piss in his ass, but he's out of his mind.
That's a legitimate point.
He's out of his mind, and you let me sit here and talk to him.
It's a legitimate point.
How do you think you're better? By buying the same coat as me and wearing it around now?
Oh, that's fucking creepy. Who are you, cable guy? It's Jim Carrey. It's going to force you to go medieval
That
times
coat
with
was
him.
a gift.
This is the weird thing. Fez has now bought my coat, and he wears it to work with me. Now, the weird thing is, remember when I said I'm going to get a new coat, I'm going to throw this one out earlier this year? And he said, just give it to me?
Yes, I
that
do.
That one
remember.
weirded me out?
Yeah, that's scary.
Now he just went, all right, he's not giving me my coat, I'm going to buy it. I think there's two things you don't do to your friends. Two guys can't wear the same coat, and they can't have the same car.
Oh.
I don't think you want to buy the exact same car as your friend.
Because that's like a his and hers type of thing. Like
It's very odd. It becomes this, are we a homosexual couple now? I mean, we're both wearing long black coats around the yoink together.
It is exactly like yours,
I
too.
know.
Scary.
I get really annoyed when somebody orders the same meal as me.
That bothers me, too, because then
I
you
hate
can't
that shit.
share.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you can't go, give me a bite of yours.
Or like when somebody orders something and then you're like, well, I'll have the shrimp. And then they're like, oh, yeah, that sounds good. I'll have that, too. I get so fucking pissed.
That annoys me. It does, too.
I always think it's weird if, a guy decides to grow a certain kind of facial hair, and then his buddy has to grow the same thing.
Yeah.
And weren't the Beatles a little... I love the Beatles.
Yeah.
They were a little fruity.
Well, it's okay, because the Beatles would try that. You grow the mustache, I'll grow the beard, I'll grow the full beard.
Right. But it's weird when that happens, and it does happen. When I had a little bit of a goatee 4 or 5 years ago, my friend decided to get one, too.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah, it was weird.
There are only certain things that you cannot do exactly the same as your buddy, or it takes on everybody's going, what is it with you two fucking guys? Now, I don't want to answer any of what is it with you two guys when this has been my same coat for years.
Yeah, that's your signature coat.
But yeah, it's my signature coat.
Makes Fez a little Travis Bickle-ish, if you ask me.
All right, 866-RUN-0-FEZ, 866-RUN-0-FEZ. And I can understand, Fez, why can't you wear the coat when I'm not around? Like, wear it when you're out doing your night stuff, but don't wear it to work. Then we look like the coat twins.
Well, I wore it to work because it's cold out.
Obviously, that's why you wear coats. You had a coat before you got this one, right?
Right.
What's wrong with that coat?
This one's warmer.
Mm-mm. It's the same
And it got
model.
colder out.
But there's plenty of warm coats that's the same model. And I thought I saw him buying a scarf, a nice scarf to put over
Don't
it.
do it, Fezzy. You know what? He's going to do this. The other day, we're wearing the same coats. Everyone fucking gets around us and going, fashion show, fashion show, fashion show at lunch. Fashion show, fashion show, fashion show at lunch. And I'm like, I'm not part of a fucking fashion show.
You guys look it, though. You look a little strange.
We do.
I mean,
we now look like guys that are on the same fucking football team.
I mean, I hate to say
It's
it,
just
but
a coat.
when,
what do you mean just a coat?
There's millions of black coats that look like that.
Why would you get the same one?
This was a gift.
From?
My mother and father.
Whose coat did they see?
I'm sure they saw your coat when they came up.
He told the mother.
Did you tell them what you wanted?
No.
Why did you ask me for my coat before when I said I was going to get a new one?
Well, I didn't know I was getting one, and I needed a coat.
His email to his parents said, "Get me a Ronnie B coat."
Why can't he be honest? You wonder why you're not back yet. You're still not being honest.
Well, I like your coat.
but it breaks.
It's a one
it
word.
breaks thing.
It's just a one short sentence thing. He hasn't opened up with us yet.
Can I just say that it was one thing?
Say it.
When you guys left,
Oh, God.
everyone was snickering because the both of you two, Fez had to walk right next to you, same speed, two long black coats.
Who was snickering? Tell me one fucking person. Give me one name.
HTG.
God damn her.
Sheepy. HTG and Sheepy, and I have to admit, myself, we were
I'm
snickering.
used to you laughing.
We were kind of pointing because you were walking the same speed. I mean, Fez might as well have been holding your hand, Mr. B, to be honest with you. He might as well have been holding your hand. You were like a little old...
That fucking weirds me out. Here's our good friend Al Dukes. Al.
Hey, Ron and Fez. Remember when you first got to New York, Fez moved into the same apartment as you?
All right. All right. Let's stop.
You can't do
All
that either.
right.
Yeah.
Fucking
I mean, as
cringing.
nice as the places are, you can't say to your buddy, well, what'd you buy this place for? This is like a great complex. I'm going to go move in here, too.
It is true. You can't go out and get the same car, even if it's the best fucking
Right.
car. Then you look like the fucking Billionaire Boys Club. You look like a bunch of fucking idiots.
Car buddies.
How do you, now, Al, after you did that anti-Giant song, and Eli, look at him now.
Yeah, he's really, I think he used that as motivation, perhaps. He's really stepped it up.
I bet you fan pricks are back on the bandwagon, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, we're right back on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
We're hoping for a big game against the Patriots.
Well, God bless you. You have every right to be. What percentage would you think of the chances of winning this game? I'm going to give them a 20% chance.
They've got a 40% chance to win this game.
Oh, I didn't think it was that high. For me, I thought about 20 to 25. What would you say?
Split the middle, I think they have a 30% chance, but I think they're going to take that chance and do it.
Oh, like 10%.
10%.
Yeah, it's low. It's 15%.
Earl?
35%.
All right, and Pitsy?
45%.
All right, even as low, the lowest one was like 10%. Still 1 in 10.
And we'll take
I mean,
that.
if we were all fucking betting, you know what I mean? If there was a office pool, you'd be glad to have the 1 in 10 shot winning big money. All right, Albert.
Okay, see you.
I'll see you soon. We should get together for lunch soon.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll get you a little plain hamburger somewhere.
The
All
last
right?
time we did that, Fez had a heart attack, though.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
We'll avoid that part of it.
Yeah.
The coronary dessert.
All right, talk to you later, buddy. Here's Chris. Chris, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
I got two guys who live in my town who drive the same yellow Viper, which a Viper is a fantastic vehicle, but they drive to the same clubs, they go to the same bars.
It's a problem.
They look like absolute retards. They might as well be getting out like doing that head bop thing from that Saturday Night Live skit.
Night at the Roxy.
But here's the thing. You know how much Fez could enjoy this coat without wearing it the same place as me? He could get away with it 95% of his life. He's free, and we never go, hey, you're wearing the same coat as Ron.
I mean, it's really, it would be like if Izzy Stradlin decided to start wearing a top hat and with a belt on
Then you're the
it.
top hat get banned.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You can't take it, you know? That's Rod's thing. That's Rod's coat. We've known that for years.
So uncomfortable. So uncomfortable. All right, I'll just break then. Ron and Fez.
It's the Ron and Fez Show on XM 202.
Patty Pneumonia tried to buy some love with cupcakes, but you can't buy love with coconuts. Coconut cupcakes. Patty Pneumonia tried to buy some love with cupcakes, but you can't buy love with coconuts. Coconut cupcakes. You and I both know those cupcakes never made it back home. Like you said, sitting on a school bus, stuffing your face. No one likes coconut cupcake. No one likes coconut cupcake. No one likes coconut cupcake.
Except for you, fatty pneumonia.
That's a little bit of Paranoid. I don't even remember that song, Fez.
Yeah, it was after I told the story about in the 3rd grade. I took cupcakes in for my birthday, and everyone in the class hated him because my mother made coconut cupcakes. Because my birthday's near Easter.
I like little coconut shavings on them, you mean?
Yeah, I had the coconut shavings dyed green, like with green food coloring.
Well, what was the taste of the cupcake?
It was a white cupcake.
Pick the shavings off, kids. Why didn't you just start screaming, pick the shavings off?
Everyone hated him, and it had a jelly bean that was supposed to be like an Easter egg on top of them, and nobody wanted my damn birthday cupcakes because they were covered in shredded coconut. So Paranoid put that to music.
So what did you do when they said this?
Oh, I went home and cried.
With the cupcakes?
Yeah, I took almost all the cupcakes home. I think the teacher had one, and that was just out of sympathy. She probably gagged her way all the way through it.
Little kids don't like coconut for some reason. Adults like the taste of coconut. When you're a kid, you don't. I remember I hated a coconut egg. Easter egg, remember they have the coconut ones?
Yeah.
Tasted terrible to me.
They're awful.
I mean, in Halloween, whenever you would get an almond joy or
I don't mind it now. For some reason, when I got an adult, I'm like, that's not so bad.
You
I
like
eat a coconut cupcake.
Yeah, snowballs are basically like that coconut type of cake.
Never liked the snowball.
Yeah.
Never liked it. But anyway, they weren't eating any other type of cupcake. I don't turn something down if I'm a kid, unless they get something better. I don't like black licorice, but if I'm a kid, I don't have any other candy. I'm eating black licorice. I'm not going to lie to you.
Well, they would take the jelly beans off of them.
One jelly bean.
Look who it is. It's Paranoid. Hello, Perry.
Ron and Fez, welcome to my call.
Okay, thank you.
I really appreciate this time, and hearing that song makes me just want to say one thing. Next month, I got a lot of new stuff coming to your show. The new Paranoid songs are going to blow that.
Wow, good. That's great to hear.
Oh, wait.
Thank you, everybody. 6 months ago, Ronnie B., I came on the Ron and Fez show, and I told the world a little secret. I told everybody what the giant show and Paranoid was about to do in Atlanta, Georgia.
That is true, I remember.
This call got me in a lot of trouble.
A lot of controversy surrounded that.
The entire radio world was turned upside down, right? So I go on your show, I say this stuff, and look what happens. I told everybody what I was going to do to the legendary Leslie Fram and 99X.
What were their names?
Leslie Fram and 99X.
Okay.
They're dead.
They're gone.
I killed them. The Giant Show killed them, and it only took us 12 weeks to roll into the Dirty South and start executing the competition like I said we were going to do 6 months before we even went on the air.
So you guys are now the dominant morning show in Atlanta radio?
That happened the day we went on the air. Ron.
Okay, I see.
Sure.
You see, there's nobody down there that can compete with us. Chafee, Giant Brian, and Paranoid, this is what we do. This is what we train for. And we came in there ready for a battle, and it was a fucking joke. You see, 99X couldn't stand. They tried to play every dirty trick in the book, and it backfired. That's why they're all out of work, and that's why the station, literally, the station is gone.
Now,
I've heard of beating shows, but to ruin an entire station, that's pretty awesome.
What are they playing over there now?
I have no clue. I think they're importing some other retarded idiot named Bert. I think he'll be the next one that I decide to reach down his throat and yank the heart out of his career. He'll be next. But I think they're importing him for now. They're trying to figure out what to do. The entire city is upside down.
I had no idea this. You guys are that big, huh?
Hey, we're kicking ass, man, and it's the Giant Show on Project 961. I know last time I came on here, I mispronounced the call letters. That seems to be important in our radio.
Wasn't your own boss mad at you for the wrestling promo that you cut the last time you were on here?
To call these people my bosses, you see, Paranoid works alone. I don't know, to call him a boss, that's kind of a stretch. I like to call him a sweet feet Chris Williams. He's the coach. But, nobody has control over Paranoid. I do what I want. They try to distance themselves from me. I don't even know if they're aware I work for them or not, to be honest with you. All I know is I go in and I do the dirty work and I sweep the shit out of Atlanta. And that's what I did with 99X. And that's what I'm going to do to anybody else who pops up down there.
All right, here's Matt from Atlanta. You're on the Ron and Fez show. Welcome, Matt.
Hey, boys. How's it going?
Hey.
Hey, Perry, I'm not really familiar with you. I just started listening to Ron and Fez when I got my XM a couple years ago. They came on. I've been in Atlanta for 11 years. 99X ruled Atlanta for a long time. A couple years ago, they really started going downhill. Leslie Fram's not a good program director. You didn't do anything to them. They did it to themselves. They were going downhill long before Giant Brian and his partner there came into town, so you didn't have anything to do with it.
Let me explain something to you, my friend. People call Leslie Fram a broadcasting legend.
Well, she is a legend. She's 80 years old, but she's not a good program director. That's why the station was going downhill.
Oh, wait a second. Why did it take this long for them to disappear? We did what no other show could do, okay? And it only took us 12 weeks to kill a legend, okay? So you had everybody in Atlanta doing morning radio, and they couldn't get the job done.
All right, thanks, Matt.
Thanks, guys.
Perry, here's the important news. When is your contract due? Because they've got to pay you for this, buddy.
You know what? I'm in negotiations right now. It's not even about the money anymore, Ron. It's the love. This is my art. I take it seriously, and it's not.
Apparently, you're really good at it.
Of course, we're number one.
Number one in the entire Atlanta market, Fezzi. They turned Atlanta upside down.
The legend killer.
Yeah.
Now let me just, I'll
put an X through 99X.
I put a knife in their heart is what I
Ouch.
did. Now,
Literally.
The funny thing, Washington, D.C. used to be the 8th market in the country.
Right.
Atlanta was the 9th. Well, since Paranoid has showed up to Atlanta, look who's taken the place of D.C. We're now the 8th market in the industry, and D.C. is below us. Wherever I go, success happens.
All right, I had no idea about that. Now here's John. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, boys, this Paranoid, I wouldn't get too comfortable. The regular guys will be back on Monday.
Who?
Their days are over.
Let me guess, is that a couple of other legends in Atlanta radio? I think I've already proven what I can do to legends in Atlanta.
Their ratings blew away 99X. You're going to find out soon.
But didn't I thought the regular guys split up or something?
They're back together. They're friends. You got no idea what's about to hit you, my boy. The whole team is back.
All right. Perry, do you know anything about these guys?
I don't know. I'm used to playing with the big boys in radio, okay? So when we start talking about Chuck and Tom and I don't even know who these people are, but I can tell you that it'll be absolutely a joy. You know
what I would say about Perry? He's brash.
Oh, yeah.
Very brash.
Confident.
Yeah.
I don't, I got nothing to lose. You guys know this.
Yeah.
I have nothing to lose. Why not lay it all out there, The regular guys, Bert, I don't care who it is. Throw them in front of me. They're going to be extinct when we're done with them because we are professionals at what we do. We're not, I read an article, something about these guys like to endorse the Republican Party, the same party that helps get them off the air. So that tells me the mentality I'm dealing with down there with these idiots. I'm not afraid of anybody in radio, and I'm coming after them all. Step up. We're number one, and we always will be. That's all there really is to say.
I had no idea that this thing, you guys went from being the new guys to this confident. Very NWO.
Well, it's not even, I'd love to toot my own horn. Brian's a comedic genius. Shafee is the voice of violence. But, look at where we're at. It's Atlanta. The competition is, who did the guy say, Chuck and Bill? I don't know.
I don't know who they are.
I don't know.
Exactly. Nobody does. So when they throw these words around like they're legends in Atlanta radio, quit living in the past. Try to live in the future. You can't as long as the Giant Show and Paranoid's around.
All right, thank you very much, Perry. Best of luck to you.
I'll see you guys next month with some killer tunes.
All right, talk to you soon.
Thanks, Perry.
Well, there you have it. I don't remember Giant Brian being this conky, but I guess things have turned around since he stopped working with us. I remember being a humble man, holding his hat right there under his arm all the time, and he would see your check and he'd go like this, "Ma'am, ma'am." Fez, the Razzie Awards is also out. Why don't you read those to us?
The Razzies, they will, of course, be announced the day before the Oscars. Worst Supporting Actress nominees, Ronnie, Jessica Biel, and I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Here's what I'm going to give her, a nice Razzie.
She's also nominated for the movie Next. Carmen...
I'm trying to think of these. I never saw
Next, and I didn't see Chuck and Larry.
Chuck and Larry was the Adam Sandler movie.
Kevin James.
With the King of Queens, where they had to pretend they were gay.
And next is the J-Dub show?
Oh, I think this is a movie, not the actual...
they turned that into a movie, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I think she played...
I like their old movie, The Hideout.
Carmen Electra is nominated for Epic Movie. Eddie Murphy in Norbit. Julia Oz...
As a supporting actor?
Yeah, as Rasputia, as the fat woman.
So that's an actress.
Yeah, so it's an even more of an insult to Eddie Murphy, calling him a Best Supporting Actress.
All right, gotcha.
So,
I'm now starting to understand this, I guess.
That was silly by the Razzies.
You think the Razzies are losing their grip on reality?
Julia Ormond and I Know Who Killed Me, and Nicola...
Let's just go to the big awards, Fez, not the supporters.
Oh, okay.
Let's go to the worst movie.
Worst picture... Bratz is nominated.
Did not see it.
Daddy Day Camp?
Didn't see it.
I Know Who Killed Me?
Didn't see it. That one was... Hicks, have you seen all these?
I Know Who Killed Me, the Lindsay Lohan one.
All right, that's where... how does she know who killed her?
I think it's something to do with like her having a double personality, but then she gets her arm cut off and she becomes an amputee, and then she's a stripper also.
But if someone kills one of your personalities, isn't all your personalities dead?
Apparently not in this movie. It was pretty confusing.
I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry, nominated for Worst Picture.
Wait, that's two guys' names.
And Norbit. Those are your Worst Picture nominees.
I can honestly say I never saw one of them.
None. But Chuck and Larry did pretty decent at the box office. I'm not saying that.
Everything Adam Sandler does decent at the box office.
Yeah.
Was that what you normally go by?
No, I don't go by that at all.
Then you would love Cloverfield. Did you see it, Hicks?
Yeah, I caught the bootleg last night. I fast forward to the last 10 minutes.
Did you cry?
It was sad when everyone got
I
nuked.
cried thinking about the $22 for 80 minutes of fucking uncomfortability.
I hope I'm not paying tonight.
Well, it's up to you, Fez.
I'll take you to go see Cloverfield.
He's getting screwed over.
You buying the popcorn?
No, he can buy the popcorn.
Why don't you do this? Wear my coat over there. You look like $1 million.
Suzanne Plachette died over the weekend. 70 years old. She was Bob Newhart's wife on the Bob Newhart Show.
70 years young, Fezzy, is the way I like to say it.
Probably one of our favorite raspy women.
Razzies.
Oh, this was raspy. Breathy women. And also Sam the Butcher on the from the Brady Bunch. He died over the weekend.
That was his real name?
No, Alan Melvin was his real name. He was 84 years old.
Why didn't you just put that on in the Brady Bunch? You're dating Alan Melvin, the Butcher. I remember before, Sam the Butcher was the second Butcher on that show.
He was?
Mm-hmm.
Who was the first?
Abdul the Butcher. She dated him for a while. Look at this. Obama running from the police right now, Earl.
I don't think that's him.
That's definitely him.
No way. That's that Obama. He's on the run in this campaign, but
Do you think the reason why he's losing...
That's not good.
You know what I think? You know the reason why I feel like he's losing to the Clintons right now?
Why?
He's a dog killer. Oh. And people are not going to root for a dog killer.
He's not a dog killer.
Alleged dog killer.
Never even heard that allegation.
I thought I saw it on Sports Illustrated.
Are you guys going to watch the lie detector show this week on Fox?
Tonight?
I think it's tomorrow night.
Hell yes.
Yeah, I think it's tomorrow night after
That's
Idol.
Fantastic television.
I'm just going to pay attention to the one that we do here on our show with Earl. How's that coming along?
I am waiting to hear back from the sales department.
Here's what I would do if I was on the lie detector test. I answer yes to everything. Do you hate blacks? Yeah, sure. You ever do drugs? Yeah. Cheat on your wife? Uh-huh. Why not? Why would you sit there and think I'm going to try to get away with something? Say yes to everything. Then if you're wrong, people are saying, he's a better guy than he lets on. Here's Sean. Sean, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How are you, Shawnee?
Good, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, this is I got in the Stewart book, by the way, but just real quick. But I got a spy report real quick.
Go ahead.
Fred Thompson's out of the race.
You sound like Fred Thompson. No, Fred Thompson would have to be in the race to get out of the race. Did he throw his votes anyway? Did he say who he's backing now?
What am I? No, I didn't even hear that, to be honest.
Here's something that's interesting, and this is going to kill the blowhard, which, by the way, I also want to say this before anything else. And my producers needed to be on this today. And I emailed everybody. I never heard from it. Thank Christ I remembered at 2:21. Happy birthday to the blowhard. This is his favorite song. This is actually Blowhard singing this.
Really?
Yeah.
Beautiful voice.
Yeah. Blowhard is now the only person who loves this song. The only person left. On her. That was the whole song, Earl? It's a 19-minute song. He wants to hear it all. This is a song about a cake being left in the rain, and then the icing gets ruined. First of all, I got news for you. You leave a cake out, even on a nice sunny day, I'm not eating it. I don't know if something fucking flew into it or whatever.
What's on a windowsill?
Oh, is that what? No, that's a pie.
No.
Yeah. You put a pie out to cool. No one ever says I'm going to put my cake in the windowsill to cool.
But cakes are hot.
I'm sorry, is it so much cooler over there on the windowsill?
And why just a pie? Why not pizza?
I put the turkey over in the windowsill. Where's the spaghetti? I got it cooled in the windowsill.
It's a big windowsill.
Yeah, I don't know why he won't play the music. Think. It's beautiful. Blowhard will sit in the dark listening to this song and just crying. You know why?
Why?
He used to date Richard Harris at one time. It's the Blowhard's birthday. Now, as you know, Blowhard, a big Rudy Giuliani man. There are polls in New York that's saying John McCain has twice the people in New York alone for Rudy. Rudy has blown this campaign.
It's a terrible strategy to lay low just for Florida.
I never heard of such a ridiculous thing in my life.
It's the Fred Thompson strategy.
Didn't Fred run?
Fred ran, but like barely showed up.
I mean, did he go to any of these places?
Fred was big in South Carolina because he thought he could do well in the South.
But he didn't show up to Iowa or New Hampshire?
No. Barely.
I never understand that. If you're going to run. You got to run like a Clinton, like a maniac. That's why I tell you. Clinton wants it. And I also think Huckabee wants it. Huckabee seems to be having a ball. Now, every idea he has is as crazy as the day is long, but he's out there. He's meeting people. He's doing a meet and greet.
He was on Letterman?
No.
Did a great job?
He's doing all the late night shows.
And he's doing it with no money. Where Rudy had all the money, and so far all he's done with his campaign money is bought a new boat. And fished. Here's Cheyenne. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, the reason they put the pies in the windowsill is so when the breeze would blow, the scent of the pie, like apple pie or cherry pie or cinnamon, would come and smell up the house of that scent.
All right.
It's like an air freshener.
But I mean, I'd rather have my house smell like, a cheeseburger.
No. I don't know whether you've ever baked a pie. Your house is going to smell like pie.
Right.
I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Your house is going to smell like a pie. Well, your house is going to smell like herb.
Herb?
Didn't your chick still smoke an herb? You said the whole time she was pregnant?
No, I never said
Is
that.
she?
It's great. No, she doesn't smoke weed.
They said it's good for the baby. Chills the baby.
Chills the baby. No, but I got to feel the baby's first kicking last night.
Yeah?
During this documentary on the first lobotomist, so it was really creepy. It was like the baby did not like what we were watching, because we were both creeped out by it, but it was so fascinating.
Isn't that weird that maybe Casey was like a little nervous or grossed out by something and the baby started to react?
I think that's exactly what, and we were both
That's why Casey's got to stop smoking crack.
She doesn't smoke. She doesn't do drugs or drink or anything bad.
Has she turned into a 100% health nut during this?
Well, yeah, I mean, she takes vitamins, and, she really watches what she eats and drinks.
Now, I know she stopped smoking. You don't smoke in front of her?
Oh, I go in the kitchen from time to time. I go in the kitchen. Come on.
You should go out front.
And I open up the window in the kitchen, so I go out.
You put your head out the window?
Yeah. Right outside.
That looks like white trash.
That baby's getting third-hand smoke.
Right.
I don't get that.
Well, Casey would get it second-hand from Dave,
okay.
and then the baby would get third-hand.
I didn't even get that. That's good.
Through the cord.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't mean nothing by it. I mean, the wind takes it out, just like the pie scent. The wind just takes it right out to
Tobacco
the
pie.
screen.
But doesn't that drive Casey crazy since she had to quit smoking? To see you enjoying a smoke?
Well, there's a possibility about that.
And you don't drink in front of her either, do you?
Oh, yeah, I do on the weekends. Yeah. I mean, after the Giants game.
And you stopped sex altogether?
Oh, I'm not going to get into the personal life, but yes, last night, Mr. B. I'll stay classy about this. And we were romantic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Jizzed all over.
Nice. The baby? The baby?
No.
Casey.
Her.
Here's his favorite song, and here he is, the birthday boy, Blowhard.
Thank you so much for the birthday wishes.
Oh, sure.
Happy birthday, Blowhard.
Thank you, my friend. I love all genres of music, but there's something about 60s and 70s pop. Thank you, XM, for the Decades channels. And, this song, for some reason, when I was a kid, I remember buying the single, and it just struck a chord. And it's probably one of the most hideous pop songs ever written, and yet it kind of rocks, and it just has some, really great vocals. And you can't knock Richard Harris. The man is talented.
This song was sent to you with love and admiration from Eddie the Pointer.
Yeah, he's pointing. Eddie, he's a stand-up guy. He's a class.
He's good.
And I just can't get enough of the 70s and 60s pop music. It's just.
Do you like the 80s pop?
Definitely.
90s?
Not really.
What about today's pop?
I really don't listen to enough of it. I listen to the XM20, and it just sounds like the same song over and over again.
Not enough cake songs.
Yeah, that's basically it, I think. But
there's on CNN has the building across the street from me. The guy fell 47 floors.
And that guy's still alive. Huh?
Yeah,
that's
he
amazing.
felt. Well, his brother died next to him, and then I walked out there that morning, and I felt bad that whole fucking day. I don't know. A guy just dies across the street from your house. It fucks you up.
Yeah.
Knowing that he fell too.
Jesus.
Well, I just called.
And then there's Nino's. That's also across the street from me.
Really?
Nice. Nino can't be everywhere. Or can he? Nino is a very good friend with Regis.
Oh, that makes sense.
Whenever you go into a Nino's, there's always pictures of Regis in there. And Don Zimmer. That's his two buddies.
I love Don Zimmer.
All right, Blowhard, how you spending the birthday today? Adult party?
No adult parties. Actually, I'm going to probably sit for a little bit now and just watch Lonesome Dove. The whole miniseries all at once.
So that's the old Lonesome Dove, not even the new one.
Yeah, I watched Comanche Moon. It was pretty good, actually.
You like that?
I watch anything Western, anything to do with Lonesome Dove. I've seen all the sequels, and great books, too, by the way, McMurtry. I'll probably see some of the boys on the weekend. We've got to hang out in Bay Ridge somewhere, but, I'm not a big birthday guy. For me, I get a Diet Snapple, a couple of scratch-off lottery tickets, and maybe a piece of pie, and, just when you get to a certain age, you just want to stop counting.
You're now a lady of a certain age. That's the beauty of it. All right, Blow. Can I call you Blow?
You can call me anything you want, but just don't call me late for dinner.
See you, Blowhard.
Happy birthday, Blowhard.
Guys, have a great evening.
All right. There's the Blowhard's birthday, and Fez, I owe you money. You said, I said he wouldn't make the next one, and you said he was going to... This would be it for him.
He sounds good.
That's relative. Boy, he loves Richard Harris songs.
It's a pretty song.
Yeah. I prefer the Donna Summer version.
Not familiar with it.
Earl?
Donna Summer.
Play it, is what I said, not your opinion. You know what I want to have is a meeting after the show today.
All right.
And during this meeting, I'm going to be holding a baseball bat.
Oh, Jesus. Team.
Don't worry, you're on creative side. What's the other side? I forgot what we named it.
Administrative.
Administrative. We divided the team up between creative and administrative. When Pitsy and Earl said they never have any creative ideas. Here you go. You never heard this one?
No.
It's one on the number one, I believe. Donna Summer had a lot of number one songs, Earl.
Yeah, she had about 7 or 8.
That seems a little high, but I know she had a lot.
Definitely feels a little more upbeat.
Yeah, I believe this was in the film Thank God It's Friday, but I'm not sure. I'm only kidding. At a certain point, it turns a disco, as everything she did.
Yeah.
She's running for president right now, and the Clintons are ganging up on her. Right, here we go. Here comes the age of disco. The age of disco, it's there for you.
It's like they couldn't resist.
No.
Like they actually did want to do a ballad.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, fuck it. Let's do a disco.
Everything goes better with disco. Everything. She was a diva, no?
Oh, yeah, she was definitely a diva.
Do we only have like one diva at a time?
It used to be that way, but now...
Well, let's go. It would be Whitney Houston came after Donna Summer, do you think?
Yeah.
Was there anyone in between? Would Madonna been considered a diva or can't sing well enough?
No, she couldn't sing well enough. I would say Aretha Franklin before Donna Summer.
Yeah, but we're going after Donna Summer.
After Donna Summer would be, I would say Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston was his next one. Then Mariah Carey.
Then Mariah Carey.
Yeah. And then, would you say little Christina is a diva?
Yeah, because she can sing her ass off.
All right, Christina's a diva. And that's how it goes.
Yeah, we're still kind of waiting for
We're not missing any other names.
Some people say what's that chick, Rihanna, with that song Umbrella, but I don't think
please.
Not at all.
That's one pop song. You've got to have a string of pop songs to be the big diva.
Be more Beyonce than her, if anything.
What do you think of Beyonce? I don't think she's a good enough singer.
Yeah, I don't think she's a strong enough singer. Some people say J-Lo, but I don't think she's a strong enough singer.
No,
come on. Jesus.
J-Lo's not a diva.
I call her J-Lode because of that fucking ball player. And because she's, pregnant.
Wow.
In a good way. She is pregnant.
Yeah. Twins.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know they were twins.
Oh, yeah. She's going to get real big.
Twin Puerto Ricans she's going to be having. Well, who's she married to?
Mark Anthony.
No. He's a little thing, huh?
Yeah. He never looks well.
Mark Anthony does that song with that show with Than.
That's Sam.
I'm sorry, he does a show with Sam.
But he always looks too thin, too gaunt, and it makes his eyes bug out.
Out of all those people, who's your favorite, Fez? All the divas we just mentioned.
Out of all the divas, I would say Aretha's my favorite diva.
Aretha, remember, we didn't mention her. We started with the thing. I had to bring up Aretha, didn't you, Earl? I was trying to get it from disco on. Just, you know what I'm trying to do, Earl? Conversation.
Give me Donna Summer, then.
No, we've moved on. No, I'm not going to do any of these. I'm not going to do any of them. Go ahead, move on, Fez.
Unmasked going to air this Saturday night, 8 p.m. on XM Comedy Channel 150. That's the Susie Essman Unmasked. Then it's going to air Sunday at 2 p.m. on The Virus. That's the next day, right here on The Virus, XM 202. The Associated Press, they admitted that they've begun preparing Britney Spears' obituary. They said they don't want to wish any misfortune on anybody, but Britney seems to be at risk, and they want to be prepared.
Don't they always have everybody that's famous obituary done?
They always have that.
No matter whether they're young or old?
Somebody could get in a car accident. And, you're going to need some of these people, you need 3-4 pages on. They're really big stars.
New York Times obituary writers make a decent lot of money, too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, my brother was friends with one of them.
What kind of money they make?
At least my brother said $150,000.
And there might only be like a half a dozen a year that go out.
Yeah,
they're
but
just sitting around working on them all the time,
exactly.
keeping them updated.
Exactly.
I just post their Wikipedia. Here's their Wikipedia page.
Not always accurate though. The Wikipedia.
But you ever notice that they are up to date? Like, I guarantee you, some son of a bitch is on Fred Thompson's Wikipedia right now saying he pulled out.
That is true.
They had Benoit dead before it even broke the.
That was the weirdest thing ever.
Yeah.
Wikipedia had him dead, and then they hadn't even found the body.
Wow.
The
that
wife
was
and the
one
kid, too.
suspicious fucking.
And it was out of Connecticut,
case.
apparently. They traced, like, the IP address.
Geez, I wonder what else is in Connecticut.
And then they all decided
Prince
that
of Darkness.
Then they all decided that that was just a happy coincidence.
How could it be?
I know, it makes no sense. To mention all three bodies in the Wikipedia. But they let that one go.
They let everything go. No crimes ever get solved. Ever.
Well, I mean, some do. I still think, like Kurt Cobain, they didn't do a thorough enough investigation for that.
Anything. They're always saying that investigation was not thorough enough.
Right.
And that's just people, famous people. What do you think happens to regular folks?
Oh, yeah. Nothing happens.
I could kill you today with an axe.
Well,
I'd probably get questioned about 3 months from now. Did you know a Dave McDonald? You're like, McDonald. Axehead?
Axehead?
We just call him Axehead. He was always acting like he was going to hit himself in the head with an axe. Oh, he was? All right, no further questions, Mr. Bennington. I didn't know about this Axehead thing.
Case closed.
Tupac and Biggie still haven't been found out. Thought Earl would help me out. But
there's no one going to help you out. There's no one going to help you out.
Mike Carey, he's going to be the first black head official in Super Bowl history coming up for this Super Bowl. So this is the first time we've had a black head referee.
Again, isn't it enough that we stop with the race stuff? Why is this still important? Why can't he just be the referee at the Super Bowl?
Well,
why do we always have to see people skin color? 2008. We got Cloverfield, who doesn't care whether he's biting a black or a white or anything. You saw what he did to HUD.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
You would think eventually we run out of firsts.
I would you know what? I'd like to see the first event that we stop mentioning that what the person's skin color is. Now do a poll. Do you trust black referees or white referees? Stop it with the fucking overt racism, ladies and gentlemen. The guy's a referee. That's black and white. That's stripes, Earl.
Yeah.
Are you extra proud, though, with this?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
of course you are.
It took 42 Super Bowls to get
42. It took us. Like, you cared.
This is what I was going to say but do you think that's white people continuing it or black people? Because it seems like sometimes it's African Americans who make the big deal of it and keep it in the spotlight.
Look how this divides us.
Like Earl.
Look how this divides us. We were all sitting here like friends seconds ago. You bring up the race thing, and immediately you're blaming blacks, and he's saying we finally made it. Neither one of you guys has ever went, hey, there should be more black refs, or there's too many black refs. You did not care.
No, I never cared. About the referees.
I bet most
pointless.
people didn't even know this was the first. I would have assumed this has already happened.
I just know the one from that candy commercial. That referee.
And Oliver Stone reportedly wants to make a George W. Bush biopic with Josh Brolin starring as the president.
Awesome.
I thought he already did with No Country for Old Men. I thought that was based on Bush.
So, and he wants to have this out by election time this year or by the inauguration next year.
Well, you better be shooting that motherfucker quick. You going to edit it at home tonight?
He can get it done. I think that's a fantastic idea. Very interesting.
Who's going to want to go watch this?
It seems, I don't even know if down the road anyone would want to go see it. I mean, it seems too soon now to do it.
Fahrenheit 9/11 was one of the biggest grossing documentary of all time. People are interested in
It's not about Bush.
There's a lot of Bush in that film. Yeah, I think it's a lot about Bush to me. I mean, the first...
What about Sicko? How come that didn't do so well?
Because I think politics is a lot, is a hotter subject.
What do you think Sicko is about? Politics. Did you say it?
Yes, I did. And I think it's fantastic, but it's not as sexy as, in a current president.
You're killing me today, Dave. God bless you, but you're killing me. And I appreciate you for trying. I appreciate you for wanting to have an opinion. But I feel like you're grasping.
I'm not grasping. Maybe you're right. But I'll just say this.
You don't have to.
Okay.
You can just sit there.
I need a cupcake.
What kind of cupcakes you got
I got
today?
chocolate today, Mr. B.
Yeah.
Putting on the
delicious.
weight. Putting on the weight.
Homestar, please.
That's the end of my show. Donk.
Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of. I've been told that you've been bold with Harry, Mark, and John. Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday through Thursday with Harry, Mark, and John. Satellites gone up to the skies. Things like that drive me out of my mind. I watched it for a little while. I love to watch things on TV. Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of. Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of love.
The Ron and Fez Show, XM 202.